rather somber music? Or like
it might be appropriate as we're going through the loot.
It might be a little worse going through the loot.
It's like, this is super creepy.
I feel like somber music might be.
Oh, you think it'd be worse?
Whichever
your fancy, it's fine.
I've already got this queued up. Here we go.
Do the Benny Hill music.
What is that note? Danny Boy
It's
song.
what he would have wanted.
Because his name's Danny.
Oh no. We can't make it sad. If we're gonna loot him, we can't make it sad. We're just all crying as we empty his pockets.
We're so sorry, but man, this stuff is good.
Taking off his boots.
Going through your purse, like going through and pulling out copper pieces to put those over his eyes, not putting any.
Yeah,
not putting gold, just the coppers.
Yeah,
you pull it out of his own purse and put coppers on his eyes.
Well, I just imagine a scenario where we're all just talking about, like, man, we didn't know him for very long, but Dan was a really great guy, as we're, like, slowly disrobing him so that we can take his magic stuff.
He was so great.
What a guy. Just wanted to find a dragon, and this is how it ends up. What a shame. It didn't have to be this way, as I put on his clothes.
We could sell his stuff and bring him back.
Yeah, he had so much. He had so much to live for.
That's an alarming precedent.
It's kind of unethical as well.
No. Yeah. If we did, oh gosh, that stuff creeped me out. The sound from the music was like in this ear only. No, if we bring him back, then it would be like, Justin, we brought your character back, so you have to come back and play now.
That would be good.
It would be
if
fun.
he had incentive. Also, though, it is kind of unethical to wander around reviving people.
By selling all of their earthly possessions.
By selling. Hey, welcome back. So you don't have anything. Hope this
you're
is
naked
fine.
and flat broke, but.
But hey, you're alive.
You're alive.
Hey.
That's something.
All right, bye.
Okay, yeah. Glad we met you. Oh, like, you know,
hope you find that dragon.
Like, if his dad's still alive, then we should bury him in a place where, like, his dad could find him, right? Like,
I don't think his dad is still alive.
Probably not, but just in case.
I very much got the feeling that his dad was super. Actually, he said his dad was super dead. That's why I went adventuring.
He didn't find him. He didn't know where he was. The story was unknown, right? No, I
thought it was that he.
Right, the writing
I was
going to
say something
crazy.
else.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say another thing Jordan and Justin and I were talking about after the session last week is that because it's literally impossible for us to carry like all of this out of here, like we're going to have to leave like a lot of the stuff, mostly like a lot of the consumable items and stuff.
I have 212 pounds slated that we can just leave.
Because of that, we've essentially created an adventurer trap.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh no, your camera's a little off center.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Now that we're killing the trees, it should be okay.
It should be okay. Yeah, well, we were talking about like if we were just running away and leaving the trees here. We were basically essentially creating like an adventurer trap, where people would be like coming through the forest or whatever. They'd see this massive pile of loot and be like, "Oh, what's that over there?" And like start walking over there, and then get killed by the trees, right? Adding to the loot pile. And then more people would come through and be like, "Oh, I wonder if there's any stuff over there."
That sounds definitely evil.
And so then, like once every few months or whatever, we could come through, fight the trees again.
Oh my gosh!
Pick up what's valuable, and then leave.
We were an evil campaign, yes.
And just spread like you'd go back and spread rumors of like this.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like 2 months, no one's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I saw this adventuring party out in the woods.
I like this.
Everything it looked like they'd been killed.
Oh yeah.
We're too scared to investigate it myself, but I bet somebody could make a lot of money doing that.
Probably.
And you're like really carefully making sure like you're like giving these tips to like a character level of like, not too low. We don't really want their stuff's not valuable, but not too high because then they might actually succeed against the
exactly.
Yeah, well, what you do is you say like you find like the new adventure and you say like, well, the problem is like I think I heard a monster in there and they're immune to everything but just pure gold weapons.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
But if you have solid gold sword, it's just like butter.
The sword, of course, not the monster.
No, yeah. No, the sword will be fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I was saying the sword was like butter.
I'm ready when you guys are ready to do
I
this
couldn't
flute job.
imagine attempting to swing a solid gold sword. Talk about breaking your wrist.
I played
Honestly,
Minecraft
though.
before. I know how well that works.
You can also
Aw.
swing a solid stone sword in Minecraft though. So
Oh.
That's true.
But I feel
stone
like
weapons
swinging a
are.
solid stone sword would be more effective than
oh,
gold.
100%.
Oh yeah, stone
And
weapons.
lighter.
It would be.
Stone weapons are
yeah.
absolutely a
It
thing.
would still be very bad on your wrist.
Just don't hold it very tightly.
You could
Be
get
very
obsidian.
loose.
True.
I guess obsidian
yeah,
is a
but that's-
thing in.
It's more like glass.
Yeah,
It's a
obsidian is a thing
volcanic glass.
also in.
Although for some reason you can't make weapons
Minecraft.
out of it.
Could make surgical tools out of
And
it.
for some
hopefully.
reason it's like
That would
of the
be-
hardest material in the game aside from bedrock.
Maybe you're just hitting it on the edge. Like an idiot.
Oh.
I guess even then it's pretty flaky, isn't it? It's just sharp.
Yeah. It's just glass. But yeah, no, we were talking about it's like this is probably why villains make dungeons.
Just
Not
to
a-
pull people in. It's just a trap.
Pull people in and then also like get the XP from it.
Farm.
Oh, yeah, we did
just
have that
farming. They're just farming. That's
they're
what
just
they're
farming. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their grind.
I'm ready
Just
for
need
this.
two more levels. Just need 2 more levels, and then I can just, yeah.
they're, they're XP landlords.
Whenever you are ready, Zach. For this loot draft, I mean.
Oh. Okay.
What? Oh.
Something I noticed. All right. Sunder and Suture. It is. Is it? No, it's not the 4th. It's the 5th.
Yep.
The 5th. I wrote that down wrong. Okay. Sunder and Suture. It is the 5th of Last Seed. And you find yourselves in the wilds of Western Illyria. While navigating your way through the foothills of the Citadel Mountains without Ramio, who has gone and taken back the body of the dwarf brother who you slew, you came across a peculiar elf in search of completing his father's research. Unfortunately, earlier this day, your newfound friend fell at the hands of 2 warped and twisted ant-like creatures. Despite his death, you were successful in vanquishing these creatures, and now find yourselves standing in a meadow with the body of Denethel Vasilre. What would you like to do?
I would like to propose that we, from this point forward, refer to these things as lightning entimentals.
I love
I can
it.
do it.
I approve. Should we coup de grace them?
Let's go to crawl them.
We should
Coup
kill
de
the
grace
crap out of
them.
these guys. Yeah, let's do it.
That's what we choose to do. I use my sword.
I
Okay.
use my claws.
You successfully dispatch these lightning entimentals.
Entimentals.
I mean,
Yeah.
Elementals works too, yeah.
elementals. Elementals.
That's so good.
And the glade falls silent.
These would be like the best trick candles because if you cut them up into tiny little pieces, they won't catch on fire.
Session starting strong with some mutilation of the
Oh,
enemy
man.
bodies. Yep.
Oh, no.
Well, we haven't gotten to the grave robbing yet, so.
We should.
We'll get there.
It's not in the grave yet.
It's not a grave.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it's
okay.
Yeah.
corpse robbing.
We should get out of here, maybe, or should we stay here? Should we get into? Is there like a cave around here, Zach? Like, are we in like just forest or?
Forest.
Let's maybe avoid any caves or anywhere that something might take refuge in,
So let's see,
besides
right?
ourselves.
Probably a good idea.
Do you have
There's
the
a
map,
tent.
Zach? Because my
You're
health
on.
would be, or the encounter map.
Yes, I still do. Hold on.
We could
So,
set up
keep in
Janet's
mind,
tent for
You
shelter.
guys are currently in the valley between Mount Vigil and the Citadel Mountains.
Got it.
So it's actually fairly forested here. But as I described last session, everything has kind of a sickly cast to it. Like it has just enough water and nutrients to be surviving but not thriving. So there's trees of a decent size, but there's very little underbrush.
Mhm.
There hasn't been a whole lot of animals.
I just need to know what my health is, and I think it was on the other map.
Yep, I'll go check.
If we don't want the gods to see our crimes, we can erect Danithel's tent.
You are at 26.
Okay. Okay, we can do one of two things. Basic things, right? We could stay here, make camp, rest, heal up. Or we could move, risking running into another one of those things immediately. And becoming like Dedithel over here. So, she wouldn't say that, but I wanted to say it for the meme.
For the memes.
There's every possibility that more of those things will come here anyway.
True. It's probably a good idea to get out of the immediate vicinity.
Let's carefully, stealthily make our way maybe like a mile away. Half a mile?
Before we do that,
What?
we have to empty our own saddlebags. And
We gotta figure out
maybe-
what we can take with us.
Yeah. By the way, we're leaving the alchemist lab.
Okay, so add a character now. Because
Add a
what do people want here? Because I agree. But there are some things that I really want, but I don't want to be like, I'm just gonna take this. So I want everyone to maybe have a chance, or should we just talk it through? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think we should talk it through. But if there are things that like are conflicting,
Okay.
Yeah.
I would really like the boots of speed.
I was gonna say one of our 2 movement challenge people should definitely take those
Movement.
because we got 2 people. We have 2 people with a movement speed of 20 right now.
Your movement's
True.
20 because of your armor.
It's true.
You've got armor. I've got short legs.
But you fly all the time.
I can fly, but it requires time to do that.
Yeah, not
Which
all the
I
time.
did not
either.
have this fight. I think it's probably more important for you, but like,
I will take them.
Yeah.
Not in this second, obviously. Like there's this. I mean, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna miss his stories by the campfire.
He's
Pulling
sorry
his
about
boots off.
Yeah. Okay,
He
so
had so
Exactly.
much to live for as you're lacing up his boots.
totally.
Yep.
Okay.
who has
so-
the worst AC?
Dead too soon.
Who has the worst AC?
Janus?
AC.
Um.
I have an AC of 18.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
yep.
You put on that
You
fucking
win.
amulet right now.
You win that award.
I have the worst. Like, it's that bad?
Can he get the mage
Yeah.
armor scarf too?
18 is nothing compared to.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Can you give
Yeah,
him?
do you want the mage armor
give
scarf?
him the mage
Actually, it
armor
wouldn't.
scarf, right? Would that
Do you,
help?
are you wearing armor?
I have mage armor.
Yeah, okay.
All the time?
So that's probably.
I cast it at the beginning of every day because
But-
it's
That's what I
8
do.
hours.
But
Wait.
Elyswen has a scarf.
So with mage armor,
It should
your
be 9
AC
hours
is
for you,
18.
Jake.
Huh? What was that? Noah?
It should be 9 hours for you, right? Hour
Is
per
it?
level.
Right, yes, 9 hours.
So Jake, is your AC an 18 with mage armor up?
Yes.
You need that amulet. Take it.
Yeah.
I'll take the amulet.
Holy crap.
It's just a +1, correct?
+2.
It's a +2 amulet
Plus
of
2
natural armor.
Mm-hmm.
Real nice.
Okay, what's next? Who's
Does anyone
Elyswen? You really want the
have any use for those poisons?
poisons, right?
I don't think
I've
anybody else
had
would
bad
use them.
experiences with poisons, so no.
Fair enough. Anyone else want to lay a claim?
Actually, maybe give the potion of delay poison to Katarina.
I don't plan on getting poisoned anytime soon.
Where are the poisons specifically?
I don't think anyone plans on getting poisoned.
I think
Something you go out with. The idea of. Yeah.
Probably also take the anti-poison related stuff in the event of an accident.
I was going to ask.
Okay, so is it the black adder venom, drow poison, medium spider venom, small centipede poison that you are taking, Elyswen? Right?
Yep, and if I can finagle my way into all of the antitoxins and the potion of I guess we probably got to figure out what those are, don't we? Unless Danitha was very good at labeling.
I mean,
I'm gonna say that
it was probably labeled.
I'm gonna say that it was probably labeled in some form.
There's
or another.
no way he would have like instantly known what all of those
Mhm.
bottles were.
I mean,
I have a
it's
system.
kind of his job as an alchemist, so he
Yeah,
would probably be able to just know what they are
Mhm.
from what they look like. But
yeah.
Okay, Jordan, what are the other things that you're taking? Not the poisons, but what else you said?
The potion of neutralized poison and the antitoxins. Just in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Or we could do that thing where we're interrogating someone and do like the... Like, you
not-
just drank a bunch of drow poison, sucker, and we
You
have
want
the
the-
thing that'll cure you.
potion of delay poison as well.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Or are we giving that one Katarina?
I mean, am I that more likely to get poisoned than anyone else here?
I'm not likely to get poisoned because I have a way to stop it.
Did you stop it for the rest of us?
Yep.
So then it doesn't really matter who has it, does it?
Yeah.
Well, unless one of us is
And then whoever needs
busy
it can drink it.
hiding behind some wall somewhere, waiting
Elyswen,
for the opportunity to poison somebody.
Elyswen, you're past your torturing days. The only people that we're poisoning would be Celis.
And it couldn't happen for him. I'm not saying I'm going to, go mad with power and start poisoning people randomly, but things happen.
Randomly?
I'm not saying
wasn't
I'm not
going
going to
to.
start poisoning people, but I'm not saying I'm not going to start
Yeah,
poisoning
what is
I
it?
people.
will say right now,
What
I'm
is
not
this?
going to use this irresponsibly.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
give you
don't
the
plan on-
delay poison. Potion of
Well, I'm
delay.
poisoning anybody who, oh god, how do I say this? Oh boy.
Yeah, you're sounding pretty evil there. Just be careful.
I'm not going to poison anybody who's,
Doesn't deserve it.
yeah, see? It doesn't sound very good, does it? I'll be responsible with it.
Okay. We could just okay. Okay.
Responsible.
So I've taken
Don't worry.
what I want. Absolutely number one thing. Katarina, if you had a chance to take what you want, absolutely number one thing. The casket.
I'm kind of thinking about taking that lens of detection.
You mean his Is goggles of minute seeing?
No.
What's the lens
His
of detection?
spectacles.
Those
of
are.
+5 perception.
The perception one.
I think those are the goggles of minute seeing, right?
No,
No,
the goggles of
that's,
minute
just
seeing are
information.
different.
What's it
Or
called?
if we're looking at things up close, they help with
What?
Talking
disabling
about the
light.
lens of detection.
Where does it say that?
Lens of
Beneath the
detection.
bullseye lantern. Unless someone else needs that, or we want to give that to the person who already has the best perception for like maximizing that.
It would be pretty funny if I had a 20 perception, but
No,
I
if you-
understand if that seems excessive.
If you want to take
That's
it,
a
you
bit.
can take it. It would probably just be really smart if whoever's on watch has that at that time. Just,
I guess that's
just
fair,
for
yeah,
watching,
pass that
we
around.
trade it around.
During the day, we can give them to you.
Yeah, you can just have them. That's fine.
Yeah, because I'm looking through. Not a lot of this stuff is actually useful to Katarina.
What about 98 pints of lantern oil?
Or a potion of...
Alchemist fire.
What about a potion of fly?
Janus will take 5 thunderstones.
Okay. 5? Out of
Five.
like 25?
Those do weigh quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
They're like £1 each.
I think they're more than that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think they're like 5. There's something stupid.
Okay. What do those do? Do they just make a boom within like 300 feet or something? Or
It's basically like a flash grenade. When it's struck hard or thrown against a hard surface, there's deafening bane. Each creature within a 10-foot radius, DC Fortitude save, or deafened for 1 hour.
okay. Zach, these gloves of swimming and climbing. Did the climbing provide spider climb, or is it just like a bonus to your climb?
Let me see. I don't think it's that strong.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
I think there's a bonus to just both of those checks.
+5 competence bonus to swim checks and climb checks.
A masterwork silver dagger. Oh, that is great.
So there is the possibility that we take some of this stuff and just sell it.
That is a good point. We should probably take like the potions.
There's a lot of the
And the
potions that we
oils.
could use.
I do want... I'll take 5 of the Alchemist's Fire, too, for myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you writing that? Or do you want me to?
I'm adding it. And then
Okay, cool.
5 acid.
Okay, cool. An ever-burning torch. That's pretty sweet.
Very nice to keep around.
Mm-hmm.
It's also worth a ton of money, I think.
I think you're right.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, should I be doing appraise checks for some of this stuff?
Yeah. You should see how much everything is.
Could I just roll like a general appraise check, Zach?
Yeah. I'd prefer if you guys picked out what
Yeah.
you wanted to keep so that it limits the amount of things that I have to look up.
Yeah. It's also a
Mhm.
good point because we're in a hurry to get out of here, so we wouldn't just
Yeah.
be sitting here being like, how much does this one cost? How much does this one cost?
Yeah, you guys wouldn't like be okay, wait for Elyswen to work her way through every little bottle and vial and
Mhm.
object.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how about this? We grab. I can take all the potions that haven't been grabbed. So it looks like only the potion of neutralized poison was taken. So I can just
And delay poison.
and delay poison. So I will just grab.
I'm gonna grab that potion of bull strength.
Okay, you get that one. Bummer. Okay. Well, no, I have a thing. I think that does.
If we could perhaps visit the idea of that Cloak of Resistance, I might not be opposed to taking that.
You can have it.
Do you or Janus have the worst saves?
I think Janus already has a cloak, right?
Yeah, I got the Cloak of
okay.
Protection +1, or Cloak of Resistance +1.
Sweet thing, yeah. I
From
was
the
in there for
dwarf
it.
you guys killed.
That's a lot.
Yesterday. Literally yesterday.
No,
Yeah.
the day before that.
On the 4th, right?
Day before yesterday.
Oh, right.
No, it was on the 3rd.
3rd, thanks. Okay, so...
Gosh, killing people is lucrative.
It's for real.
So is letting them die, apparently.
I can recognize like a good weapon when I see one, and that staff we should definitely take with us.
Okay.
I'm never opposed to having more daggers. And nobody minds if I take those.
You want to take both?
Yeah, does anyone else have a use for them?
No, I don't.
And even though I don't think any of us can use them, we should take these bracers as well.
I use them, but mine's already a +1, right? Oh, I don't need them
No.
anymore.
You can't use them, they won't
Yeah.
stack with your armor.
Oh, well,
They're
okay then.
bracers of armor +1.
Alright.
They will not help you.
Oh, the map.
Oh yeah, we should definitely take them out.
Ha!
And
No,
its
leave the
case.
map.
Yes.
And the case, yeah.
Did someone grab the torch?
I'll grab the ever-burning torch. I'll grab that.
Who took the gloves?
Which gloves?
The gloves of swimming and climbing. I don't think anyone's taken them yet.
Yeah, no one's taking
I'll take them and hold on to them.
them. You should wear them.
They look pretty
Oh,
cool.
I also have another set of gloves too.
Yeah, right. Whatever you guys
Oh,
took.
yeah.
I've missed some things. So, like, if there's oils or potions.
Okay, we want to take the oils and the potions.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I did.
so
I'll
just
put the
scoop
oils
the rest
in.
of them.
I'll put the oils in. I'm taking them.
Elyswen,
the-
you may want to consider taking that ink and paper.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about
Yeah.
that. Might as well. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, use it. So, just write down what you guys are taking, because I'm not able to write all of it fast enough.
Who's taking the goggles of minute seeing?
I could use them for a few things.
Yeah,
They help with disabled device.
yeah.
Elyswen should have those then.
Does
Probably.
Elyswen need help with them?
I wouldn't mind the help.
I mean, does anyone else use disabled device? Justin. Oh gosh.
What about his armor?
I mean, it is pretty nice armor.
I just don't know if it's better than mine. We could grab it
Well,
and decide.
It's not plate. Like it's made of hide.
I would like that silk rope.
Probably valuable. Oh, we could take the climbing
Signal whistle.
tools. Ooh, a signal whistle's a good
And
idea,
there's a smoke
actually.
stick and sunrod.
We
I
should
could have a couple
probably take the
sunrods.
armor. I've never seen armor like this.
Okay, you want to grab it?
I'll grab the armor.
I'm gonna take the silk rope. 50 feet. Oh, I'll grab the trail rations too. We don't have to eat anything for several days.
We have horses too,
They're dead horses,
but their food.
but we're leaving the area. We're not able to.
We don't want to have to carry a dead horse.
You don't have to carry the whole thing.
But the rations
Well, you
are
could-
like easy to carry.
You could beat it if you want to.
I mean, we have this really nice magical stick here.
I'd rather just eat it.
The horses?
I'm
But we're
good
leaving.
not eating horse.
We're moving out of the
At
I
area.
least
don't really
our
want to either, but
horses.
I thought I'd bring it up. It's
You can find food. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we're trying to grab this stuff so we can leave is the thing. So we don't want to drag a horse's body or come back. So we can't.
All right, so we'll grab the potions, the oils. I've got his armor and the staff.
Elyswen, make sure you got the ink. And
Oh yeah, that's right.
there's a 10-foot ladder.
We don't need that.
There's paper sheets.
It weighs
9
like
of
20
them,
pounds.
If you want, yeah, no.
I'm gonna design a situation in which you need a 10-foot ladder and you don't have one.
Ha!
Well, we always know where this place is, so
Nope, you guys are gonna come back and everything's gonna be scavenged and scattered.
there's gonna be a ladder end.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
ladder end.
yeah. You'll have to fight a ladder end.
I'm gonna grab the water skins too.
Would that be an undead end? Would that be an undead end golem? Since it would be a
Ooh.
construct
An
made from the
ent
body
flesh
parts of
golem.
ents.
It's an ent zombie.
It's an ent zombie flesh golem.
Do we need the grappling hook, or do we have one for our climbing gear?
We
We have a
grappling.
couple, but it might not be bad to have another.
They're heavy though.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
only a
so
couple
we
pounds.
need to go through our loot too of what we bought that we need to bring.
I think we
Those
already
on
have that
horses.
done, right? Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh.
I can carry some stuff, but you know.
I think the only thing that was heavy was the horse feet, really. Right?
I think you're right, yeah. Did anyone write down the bracers of armor?
Mm-mm.
You want to grab them?
Yep. I'm just grabbing the stuff the stuff we're selling, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want the
You know,
caltrops?
if we're gonna head out, if we're leaving it here, I'm gonna caltrops. You know, every time I try to use them, I find that they don't end up being all that useful.
Okay.
I might grab instead. Oh, I gotta mark down the What were those glasses called? The
I need seeing.
Goggles of magazine. I'm gonna also grab the.
That is our third pair of those of the party.
Really?
oh,
Yep.
Who had the-
Because Alvyn found one down in like the old ruins with like the mech golem when Sam died,
Okay.
and Katarina had a pair. Has a
Oh,
pair.
has a pair.
In addition to the pair that she inherited when she got Alvyn's backpack.
Oh my gosh.
So, yep.
What do those do exactly?
I think it's like a +5 on disable device.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I doubt those are gonna work with Mage Hand, but holy crap if they did. That puts my. I want to see what that puts my disable device at. +18.
Jeez.
Ox is gonna go ahead and put those boots on right now.
Nice. You guys are still going to be held back by
Start tuning
my
them.
pitiful movement speed.
We can. Somebody could carry you.
Well, yeah, but they can't carry me and the stuff I'm carrying.
Find a way to distribute it out. We use a litter.
Okay, are we leaving everything else? Anything from our stuff that we're leaving?
Should we grab the oils?
I did. I grabbed the oils.
Okay, sweet.
As Katarina is clearing some stuff out of her backpack, you watch as she like pulls out a full-size Drake skull. That's
Yes!
too large to fit in there. It's
Finally!
like, I think we should probably leave this behind.
Finally, yes. Leave that here. It's been stinking up every night.
It's a skull now. It's just a skull.
the worst.
It's a bleached skull.
You know those
It is
smells that
kind
you just
of-
can't get out of your nose when you see it?
It's a bleached skull.
I was eaten by it. I'm just kidding. It's fine. That thing is so cool. We should have that mounted in a place.
Yeah, but it's just
kind of-
kind of needless weight right now.
Yeah, it's also, if we come across a great worm or whatever, it's probably a bad sign if we have a skull of something similar. It looks like we're
Yeah.
hunting it. Yeah.
It is kind of sentimental, though.
You guys don't have that.
We do.
Look, if you want to carry it, go for it.
You didn't.
I don't think we should keep it, but
No. No, it's been carrying it around.
Part of me
It's
wants to
fine.
keep it, but I vote to leave it.
Let's leave it.
I think you're right. But
It's fine.
it's sad to see it go. So much work went into it.
Well, in 5 months, we can come back for fun and pick it up. I'm sure nobody will
The
be
rest
out
of the
here.
skin and muscle should be, well, dried off by then. Rotted off.
Ooh, smoke sticks. I'm gonna take a fat handful of those.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the shovel. I think that we should take Danny with us and then bury him properly somewhere else. Like, you know, a mile away.
A mile is a long way to walk.
Carrying a body
That's
and
a
all
long
of this
way.
stuff.
I do agree we should. Perhaps we put up the tent and we use some of these flasks of alchemist's fire.
No, that's unnecessary. I think we can just bury him. We've got a shovel and a
That
casket.
might start a.
We can just...
It takes a lot of work to dig a hole that big.
There's a lot of
Is that a
time.
joke? Okay, it's a joke.
Well, so, Katarina, something that hasn't come up yet that it may be time to talk about. Do you want everyone to accompany you to see this dragon?
I mean, if you guys want to come.
So you're not opposed? Or do you want to do it solo? I think is what we're asking. Because we're fine
I
either
mean-
way.
It would probably be a bit safer if we all went. Let me take the lead on it, but I wouldn't mind having the backup.
I'll be right behind you.
Because we also can't guarantee that this is like the same. Like if we do find a dragon, right? Like first off, there's no guarantee that this is the right location.
Yeah.
Second off, it's entirely possible that we're finding a different dragon, and if we are, there's no guarantee that it'll be as friendly as the one in the book.
Yeah. Okay, so
So.
so real quick though, we're not going directly there right now. Hopefully, we're getting this stuff and we're moving how far and then resting.
Oh yeah, we're not like immediately climbing the mountain. We're not even
Yeah.
close enough to start doing that yet.
Well, we're in the valley, so we're like
Yeah, but we're still like a day and a half away, I thought.
Zach, how close are we to this mountain before it's like we're climbing the mountain? You know, like
About half a day.
half a day.
We can get to the base of the mountain and then rest up.
And where should we bury Danethel?
We could move him a little bit farther away from here, not the full way, unless you want to wait here for a little bit. But I think we might have attracted attention if there's anything. I just feel like we should bury him.
Maybe a few hundred feet further along the way.
Okay. I'll
that-
start digging the grave. Ox will grab the shovel and walk 100 feet away. And
Okay.
start digging.
Make a strength check.
Okay. I need to find my phone, but I rolled an 18, so I should have a +5 for
Okay.
that.
It will take you I'd say 20 minutes. How deep are you going? A full 6 feet? Oh, she's gone. 1-inch grave it is.
It's an 8-pound shovel. I'm not digging that deep.
Katarina also grabbed the signal whistle.
Okay.
So
Ox, how deep are you digging?
I'll dig a foot. How long does that take?
A foot probably takes you about 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll dig. Let's see. 2 feet.
Okay, it's another 10 minutes.
Okay, and then I'll bury him.
2 feet. Okay.
Shallow grave, we gotta go. We gotta move.
I'd say you take probably another 5 minutes to pack the dirt over the top of him.
With all of his gear that we don't take.
Okay.
And,
I just imagine like one of those vials of alchemist fire like cracking as you pack it, and then the whole thing just
No,
explodes because
please,
there's
no.
literally gallons of lantern in there. But
I will give a prayer to Ainta and to Comus that he has a good and fateful afterlife, I guess. And then we should leave.
Yes.
okay.
I'll leave the shovel there as like a marker.
Okay. All right. You begin making your way through the forest towards Mount Vigil. How fast are you moving?
We kind of want to go.
My move speed is 20 feet.
Yeah.
As in, are you moving like, are you guys running to get there quickly? Are you moving at walking pace, or are you moving slowly for like stealth purposes or other reasons?
So we kind of want to leave not a trail, right? So that would be stealthily, at least
Yep.
for a little ways. So I would
Covering our track.
say
Maybe a good like hour stealthing.
Okay.
Stealthing for an hour, and then probably moving quickly.
well, after that we can definitely.
Like run.
Yeah, well, we don't want to run into danger.
Jog.
We don't need to run after that point, right? Or do
Walk.
we? If we're good at covering our tracks, then nothing should follow us.
That's, yeah.
So then after that, we should just travel normal, but be on high alert for more of those things.
Okay.
I've got those specs. Well,
I need stealth checks from everybody.
On
15.
Clank, clank, clank,
Hey,
clankety clank.
13.
I need to put some ranks in there.
I'm getting a new set of dice.
Oh, what'd you?
That's a 1, so 4.
Janus, you're being too loud.
Are you sure?
You know, for someone who lived in the woods for a really long time.
Oh, you should have a higher stealth.
Listen, I came back from the dead like 3 days ago. Give me a time to adjust.
We'll give you a break. Yeah, it's true. We need to level up to dump all those ranks into that stat.
Oh.
Elyswen, I need a stealth check.
Oh, he's muted. We lost him. Okay, so my bad about the buckler. Didn't realize that it doesn't stack.
Buckler stacks. That's a shield
Buckler is
bonus.
a shield bonus.
Oh,
Bracers of armor do not stack because those are an armor bonus.
Yeah. Braces of armor are only helpful for people who can't or don't want to wear armor.
Like, it's basically the magic item designed so that monks can stay viable.
Yeah.
nice.
It's
Jordan?
What's up?
Oh, will you roll stealth?
stealth check.
Oh,
We're all rolling.
sorry about that.
I doubt you're gonna get the lowest.
Probably not. 26.
Does that balance out, Zach?
Well, it makes the average better, that's for sure. Okay. All right, you for the next hour, spend your time moving slowly and deliberately, trying to leave as little trace of your passage as possible, with mixed results. Janus has a couple of times where he's just looking down at where he's putting his feet and ends up like walking straight into like a bush and ends up like breaking a whole bunch of twigs in it. But you travel for an hour as stealthily as you can,
No.
and then proceed at a normal pace. You will arrive at the foot of Mount Vigil in the late afternoon. The sun is still up, still just over the tops of the Citadel Mountains to the west. But it will be approaching nighttime soon.
What do you guys think? Should we make camp here? Should we hike up a little ways, find like kind of a fortified spot? Or I guess is the mountain range, is Mount Vigil rocky? Is there lots of trees? Like, would it be better to be up or down?
So it's pretty rocky. It has the same kind of sickly trees that the rest of the forest does. It's still in the rain shadow of the Citadel Mountains. These Mount Vigil and the Citadel Mountains are fairly jagged and steep mountains.
Okay. I think that we should camp down here, and if anything bad were to happen, we'd at least have good footing to fight.
Sounds good.
And we'll be keeping watch.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you're setting up camp with the remaining daylight.
Yep. I'll pass around the trail rations.
Okay.
So,
Are you guys lighting a fire?
not yet, no.
Okay.
I'd say not tonight.
Not tonight.
Okay.
I mean, who knows? Maybe another random wanderer comes into the camp and then dies in 2 days, and you can get all their stuff too.
You can only hope.
Lucrative way to do business.
We should all sleep really close together, though, so if there's something, because we won't have our good vision at night, if something were to happen, we would all be aware of it immediately.
Well, yeah, you and I should be covered. At least we'll have some vision.
Yeah.
And we can pass these around.
Perfect. Great.
Okay. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first.
I'm always first. You can take first, Katarina. Watch something happen on this first watch. I'll take second watch.
You mind grabbing third and I'll grab last?
Yep. Sounds good to me.
So I got first. Do I need to make a perception check?
Yes, please.
Here we go. 18.
18.
Hey!
Cool. Your watch passes uneventfully, if a little eerie. You've been in woods before, and in the wilderness. I mean, especially in when trying to get Niven up and running. You've never been in a forest that seemed this quiet before.
Okay.
Okay. On an unrelated note, can everyone tell me what their will save modifiers are?
Son of a
Uh-oh.
bitch.
Unrelated note, you said.
Alice, leave us alone, damn it.
9.
Stop peeping. It's weird.
8.
7.
Oh,
Wait. What
if
is
you
it?
say
Will
6,
save.
Will save, okay.
What's the
9.
bonus? What's your bonus? Your bonus is a 9.
Yeah. My base save is pretty good.
you guys actually have decent will saves. I'm so used to having my will saves be by far the worst stat that I have. So
We've got 3 spellcasters
My
and a paladin.
saves-
So.
My saves are 8 across the board,
nice.
which is
Okay.
very rare for a character.
No kidding.
Like I said, it's on an unrelated note. So who has the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
watch?
Me.
Ox. I'll wake up Ox and hand Ox the
I
spectacles.
take the spectacles and then I keep a vigil watch.
Okay, you are bespectacled. Make your perspectacle save.
It adds a +5.
Yes.
19.
Nothing happens.
Cool.
It's just eerily quiet.
I wake up Elyswen.
Janus.
Janus. I wake up Janus.
Janus, yeah. Alright. Come on. Better than a 1. Better than 1. Hey, a lot better than 1. 25.
Okay.
Nice.
Hmm.
I like it when he goes,
Mm-hmm.
That's when he does Mr. GM.
Okay. Okay. 25.
Jake?
Janus.
Yes, 25.
Do-do-do-do-do. Where is it? Okay. At one point during the night, you hear a rumbling sound and a slight shaking of the ground. It seems to grow closer and then it goes away.
Okay, Janus is gonna stay quiet.
Okay.
Gonna move back and just quietly like shake everybody awake. Stay up for like the next 10-15 minutes. Don't know what happened, but the ground started shaking a tiny bit. Something's up.
Ox gives the thumbs up. And then puts a hand on her hilt and just waits.
Forest is terrible.
I think it's specifically this forest. I've been in some nice forests.
I know. I usually like forests. This one is really causing some issues.
We stay up for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
can go back to sleep. If there's anything else, I'll let you know.
Okay.
High or low, Janus?
I'm gonna go low.
Okay. About 10 minutes later, you hear and feel a slight rumbling noise. Seems to get closer and then fades away.
Riley moved back to the group, shake everybody awake. It's back. Ground started shaking again. It only lasts a few seconds, but it feels like something getting closer, and then it stops and disappears.
Alright, we should move.
Yeah, something's out there.
Did it feel like it
Where
was...
we moved to, though, and it hasn't found us yet.
Do
Yeah.
we have? Well, what direction is it coming from?
Yeah, which direction? From the mountain, from the valley, from... Neither.
Give me what was your perception check? 25?
Yes.
Seems to be coming from the northwest. From like basically around the circumference of the mountain. Northwest would be, if you were going to be walking around the mountain, that would be where the direction you'd go. So it's in the foothills.
Okay, so higher than us slightly? Like, are we on the east side of this mountain exactly?
No.
Or where are we exactly on this mountain?
You're on the south side of the mountain.
Okay. So it would be
Up the mountain, then.
up that way? Up that way. This direction. Capri, basically.
Basically.
Okay.
I could check it out. I mean, there's.
You
I don't-
could
I-
check it out.
I can't go invisible, but it's it's night. I could try to see what it is.
Take the
All I'm
potion.
gonna say is remember what happened last time you left in the middle of the night to go check something out.
What happened last time?
I found 2 dwarves who were going to sneak up on us and kill us in our sleep.
She saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
I'm just saying that it was better to know what was coming than not to. I'll be careful.
Wait.
I'm not saying this because I don't want to wander off into the woods and find some dreadful thing on my own, but I won't go far.
What is misdirection?
Actually, a very useful spell.
Is it okay if I go? Or would it be better if I stayed here?
Just try to stay in contact with us.
Okay, I can...
Oh, yeah.
Don't go
Keep
too
message
far.
up. Keep message up, right?
Yes,
You can
well,
go-
message only has like 150-foot range.
That's pretty
If
good.
yeah, I mean, I could always send Avize back after that, but...
Oh, send
What is-
Avisae.
I'll-
Go look.
Oh, that's a good point.
Why are we doing this more often?
Please send out to me.
Usually we do.
We have a scout.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of look at everything and be like, my child, could you go, just that way. I kind of just point at where it's coming from and, tell mommy what you see when you come back. And if it gets dangerous, come back immediately. Don't worry about finding out what it is.
Okay. Avze will give a nod and a squawk and launch into the air and disappear into the darkness of the night.
Elyswen, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Just because we're in a world of magic, is Avisae really your child? Or is it kind of like a pet?
Is
pet
Avze
name?
my nephew?
Oh my gosh!
So,
it would be the weirdest thing. Niece
So-
is a girl, right? Oh, I don't know.
No,
Avisae is a
guy.
boy.
Oh, Avisae is a boy.
My camera's broken, so I'll have to describe the look Elyswen gives you.
It
She
broke?
just kind of, like, yeah.
How did your camera break?
You don't buy a webcam from Walmart.
Oh.
She just kind of like tilts her head to the side and gives you like the most confused look for about like probably a good 3 seconds, and then just says, I think you were there when I came back with him. How would I have? How? Never mind. I don't want to know how you think that works. That's not my problem.
No, wait.
But
How long have you had him?
since just after we met.
Wait, you
I
didn't
found
have him
him.
before? Really? No.
No.
Really?
He was. I found him in the streets in Aranaris just after we met.
Oh. You two knew each other for a while.
No, actually less time than I've known you. But I gave him some bread, and he seemed to like it, and well, we bonded.
Well, we left Aranaris, and then we met
And
Janus.
He is not my child.
Okay.
He's, he is my sweet boy, but he's not my child.
You met Janus on the way to Armnars the first time.
We were leaving Aranaris.
No.
No,
You're going
Samwell
to-
died?
Yeah.
We,
Going
Yeah,
to.
No.
before that.
we met Janus before Samwell died.
Yep.
Yep.
We met Janus when we were leaving Savaria to Armnaris for the first time.
Yep.
We had the whole stint in Armnaris where we broke into Faye's house with Janus summoning a giant toad to distract everyone while
Yeah,
Alvyn
that's right.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's been summoning stuff for months now.
He summoned a giant toad to distract everyone so Alvyn could slip
Oh my god.
inside and
Yep.
open the front door for you guys.
Forgot which way we came. Okay.
And then we went down south, and then Sam died, and then we were coming back up. Oh no, and then Elyswen found us in the cave after
Yep,
Sam died.
right
And
outside.
then,
Yep.
and then
Conveniently placed elf.
Wait. Jake, you were there when Samwell died?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Janus was
Right, you were in the back
Janus
with me.
wasn't-
We were
Yeah.
in the back being
Yep,
like,
you.
we're gonna laugh about this later about how stupid this is, and then we weren't laughing. But
You guys were shouting exercise
Uh,
caution, and then Sam crispy fried himself.
That's right.
uh,
Always press eject on the USB.
Yeah, yeah. Never let the road around anything shiny either.
Oh man, yeah. No.
Or maybe it's rogues and barbarians make a bad pair.
That might be true.
that might be true.
There's some
a,
truth to that.
that's a great title.
Actually, yes, if only,
Barbarians
if
make a
only,
bad
if
pair.
only. I'll have to find a barbarian.
We just killed one.
Yeah.
yeah. We're -1 barbarians currently.
Barbarians have a bad track record in
Yeah.
this party.
I mean,
Yeah.
To be honest, I
Barbarians
think
zero,
barbarians kind of
two.
have a bad track record in general.
True.
Core barbarians have a habit of dying.
Although, if we're being real, the only reason Alvyn made it a while is because of the home-ruled alternate rage mechanic. If that had not been in place, he would have died in the in the Smiling Rania fight.
that was pretty bloody. I think
Oh, at the
bloody
very
was right.
beginning. You would have
Yeah.
died within the first.
Actually,
first
he might have
combat.
died in the first session.
We may have had a
First
first
combat.
session
That's
player death.
That's right.
Because he
Oh,
did get
that's
knocked
bad.
down, and I think he might
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Gosh, that would have been brutal.
That was the weirdest
It'd been on par,
intro.
it would have been on par for the game.
Uh-huh.
It would have
I
been
would've-
just like Peg.
I would have set
I
the
know.
tone.
Peg would have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like, so
Peg
I'm
was
not doing any
not meant to
adventures.
survive.
Yeah.
Pegley was a
that's
joke character.
Well, Peg Lee, but Peg, my Peg.
Yeah,
would
that's
have
right.
been
Yeah,
there.
that's,
Seeing you die would have just been like, well, I'm out. You know? Like, Zach, let's start this campaign over.
Walk into the session like 20 minutes late.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
like, well, everybody else is
it literally been like, well, I guess we're just gonna have to find another way to start this plot line.
Yeah.
So, Grot's the only character right now. Give everybody else a minute to roll
That
something.
was so bad.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So
Anyway,
bad.
All right,
Yeah.
how long are you going to have Avize out scouting?
No, I expected him to if he sees something, come back. If he doesn't see anything, within 2 or 3 minutes, come back.
Okay, he comes back with nothing to report.
Well, should we just continue the way we were, or do?
I think it's safer to stay here since it hasn't, whatever it is, hasn't found us yet. then to move and potentially make noise and get found by it.
We're also extremely weak right now, so if
We
something
need
does
to rest.
come,
Yeah.
we need to like not engage and just surrender, and then
I'm
I don't know.
I'm actually in kind of decent shape. I can probably hold the line while you guys run away.
I can't heal
Well, we're
anybody.
not going to leave you.
I know, I'll be on my way, but I can like at least serve as a distraction.
Okay, that works. Zach, if I stay up right now with Janus, just to kind of like, you know, be like team watch, will I not have the ability to prepare spells?
Correct.
You need to sleep, Elyswen.
Fine.
Ox goes back to sleep with one hand on her hilt.
Katarina goes back to sleep.
Okay.
After
Nice.
encouraging Elyswen extensively to go back to sleep.
I'll go back to sleep. I just
Okay.
don't like it.
We might be fighting a dragon tomorrow, so
That is not our first instinct when we see it.
Put it at number 2 or 3.
Janus, you continue your watch. Several more times, there is a rumbling sound that seems to get closer and then moves off. It comes from different directions, and it's not regularly spaced out. And eventually, your watch comes to an end, and it is Elyswen's watch.
Elyswen, your turn.
Same
I'm
thing
done.
the whole night. Here we go.
Yes.
Okay. I guess perception.
Yep.
And I'll also tell you about there was more quaking.
Yeah. Man, am I glad for those glasses. 24.
24. Okay. You settle down for your watch. Intermittently, you hear and feel rumbling in the ground. At one point, seems it gets, in your mind, very close.
Okay, at that
Before
point,
it-
I will cast message and just kind of like get everybody up on guard a little bit.
Okay.
Be like,
And then it
"Hey,
moves
everyone."
off.
Okay.
It moves off before you even complete the message spell.
Oh, okay. No, then I will not cast it.
what else?
As
Oh, never mind then.
as the sun begins to rise, the intermittent rumblings that you're hearing and feeling die off.
Okay.
Place
And it is a
creepy.
Beautiful morning. The 6th of last seed. Just absolutely gorgeous. Summer morning, bright blue skies, clear as can be, in a sickly, almost arid, wooded valley out in the wilderness.
I'm going to prepare cure light wounds.
For every spell slot.
Seriously,
Honestly.
guys, I am very tempted to just use it because I am not at full. I'm not
Not a
even
bad idea.
not even at half.
And
Oh,
you
yes.
can handle yourself in combat without
Who's-
spells.
How does
so-
everybody look? Yeah, how does everybody look right now?
Katarina is fully restored.
Janus, let's see. It's level plus con, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Janus is mostly good. There's still few nicks and bruises, but mostly fine. I'm pretty close to full.
Okay.
Gosh, sorry. Quick aside. I'm in an AD&D campaign right now, and regardless of level, it is 1 hit point.
Oof.
Oh, that's
hardcore.
So if
Regardless
you're high
of
level,
class,
you're
regardless of
recovering
level,
for
regardless
months.
of anything, it is 1 hit point.
Is there anything you can do to speed that up?
You
Other
can
than-
hire an herbalist on a daily basis, so that when you rest, you get 2. Or if you are taking a full day of bed rest and you hire a physician, you can get 3. That is it.
Wow.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yep.
But that's like the average amount of hit points per level for a wizard for AD&D anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you know, lucky for the wizard's pocketbook, they probably would have just died anyway, though.
probably.
Speaking of, Elyswen looks really great for someone who died yesterday. But only in that context.
She didn't die, right?
And she went down.
She did go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could say she was thunderstruck.
Could say that. You could also say she's looking at about half right now.
So you're not all the way fully healed?
I'm just a little, just breaking the cusp of halfway heal.
Got it. Okay. I am just deciding what we need today. I'm going to prepare resist energy.
Smart.
Yeah, very smart.
Mhm.
Oh, also, by the way, I have a strong feeling that we should try to be out of here by the time night falls again.
Well, hopefully we'll be
Think
kind
so.
of like up the mountain. So
Mhm.
So as soon as the sun came up, there wasn't any of that rumbling.
Must be a nocturnal creature.
Well, is there anything we can think of that might fit the bill?
knowledge.
Yeah, I have a couple I could use. I have nature.
I know magical stuff. I'll roll Arcana
Yeah.
even if it doesn't apply.
Could I go for nature, Zach?
I got a 24 for Arcana.
I'm gonna go nature as well.
I'll roll.
I'll. Yeah, no, I already
got a
rolled
9.
it. 15.
18.
Need to look at my spells. I got a 9, so don't worry about me.
Okay, so what was yours, Katarina, for Arcana?
24.
Okay. Elyswen
15 for nature.
and Janus.
18.
Okay. Without more information, there's not really. I mean, a rumbling sound doesn't really narrow down. It's not distinctive enough to be able to determine what it is or what it may be.
Sorry, out of here, and hopefully we'll be out of its territory.
I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands, channel positive energy. I mean, it's anybody who wants it, so everybody get in close.
Yeah, I could use it.
Yeah,
Agree with it.
I can too. Please be good. 19's pretty good.
That's pretty dang good.
That's
Yep.
more than quadruple what I needed.
That's almost what I needed.
Okay.
That is infinitely times more than I needed.
Yeah.
Going over there dividing by 0.
Divide by 0 error, yeah.
I just really.
You can't divide by 0. That's a 10th level spell.
You mean Wish doesn't do that?
No, it's not powerful
Oh.
enough.
Dang.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself, Zach.
Okay.
Is that how you break reality? You cast Wish and then say, I'd like to divide by 0?
Roll a
It's like-
1.
Imagine the universe is a bag of holding and that question is a portable hole.
No, what that is the simulation test.
Okay, fair enough.
Uh,
I'd like to I wish I could divide my zero. The seas invert with the land. Everything's on fire. Aaron Ray cries.
Is
So I heard it as I was going, but is that how you destroy reality? We'll say you can tear open a rift to the astral plane by putting a bag of holding in a portable hole, or you can divide by 0 and rip a hole into the every plane, and numerous other effects, I'm sure.
We
No, what it
decided
really
what
does-
it actually was is the simulation test.
That's the portable hole inside the bag of holding.
If reality is a simulation and you divide by 0, everything disappears.
There you go.
Or you
The
just summon a
simulation
bunch
errors out.
You just summon a bunch of 20th level nerd paladins from the plane of math, and they just destroy everything.
Or everybody's peen right just immediately jumps and everybody's glitching all over the place.
Everyone's in T-pose.
No. There's a what is it? There's an ability or a spell or something that I was looking at for doing the summoner build. It is like spatial warping or something like that, where basically in the area of effect, each person or each creature within the area of effect is affected by either the slow or the haste spell.
Oh, I saw that spell. I was also looking at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got people that are like stuck in place lagging, and then you got people that are rubber banding all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's how it works.
Comcast is a 5th level transmutation spell.
I want to play a wizard so bad now right now that all he does is just mess with the simulation. That's all he does.
The thing about that spell, though, Jordan, is it's really hard to cast. It's like the hardest It's like the hardest spell to cast because the verbal components for it. You have to perfectly verbally recreate the dial-up sound.
Make a character named Tim E. Warner. Spelling now.
Tim E. Warner. Oh my goodness. And it goes by the alias of Spectrum.
That's a superhero name.
That's a superhero name. Speaking of, we need to convince Justin to run that again.
Yeah.
So that you can be there, Jake, because that was incredibly fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a wild ride.
Good.
Also, we were, I think all of us power gamed a lot more than Justin was anticipating for that encounter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we kind of brought the heat.
It was good though because we were actually challenged to not kill an overkill, so it was harder to not do that. It was good. It was a good challenge.
Yeah.
If there was I feel like every time we go into combat, there's like one section of combat that I would love to see as like a computer animated action sequence.
Yeah.
I would love to see the green dragon just pummeling that poor kineticist into the ground.
That was pretty good.
Oh.
Dude, whoever made Dimensional Dervish is an absolute monster. I don't know why anybody would do that.
How did they? Yeah. Okay. I feel like I feel like I need to play a monk and do Dimensional Dervish.
It's ridiculous. You don't even need to be a monk. You can, as long as you can cast the spell Dimension Door, you can get it.
Nice.
That's so awesome.
It's so stupid. It's great. It's so
Dumb.
stupid. It's like somebody was just watching way too much anime. And I'm very glad they did.
All right, Ox, have you done all your healing that you needed to do?
I'm really worried about it. I'm at 62.
Just use some spell slots.
I have
Heal
some
yourself up.
potions.
I used one already, but I'm worried. I don't.
There's no reason not to use them now, because
Yeah, it's better to have
if
them.
we have to use them later. That's just you're gonna have to use more later. Like
Okay, I'll use another spell slot. Oh, it's better than a 1. It's a 2.
Heck yeah.
That's what I got the first time was a 1. So plus 7. So I'm at 69.
nice.
Giggity.
Zach, if I wanted to use a level 2 slot for a level 1 spell, I can do that. It would just not be okay. Alright.
What about like cure? Like the next level of cure wounds. There's like a level for cure wounds for each of the spell levels.
It might not be for paladins though.
I don't think paladins have access to it.
Oh,
It's like alchemists, and I think alchemists only have access to cure light wounds as an extract. They don't get any of the higher level ones either.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on my level 2. I don't even get orisons or cantrips, so
Oh, right.
Oh,
I don't get
jeez.
those at all.
Dang.
I am very limited. I have 5
The
spells a
curse.
day I can cast.
The curse of
Ooh.
being a 2/3 caster or
Yeah.
a half caster,
It's not
actually.
even half. It's
I
just
think
like
it's a 1/3
Yeah, 1/3,
caster.
yeah.
it feels like a 1/3 because there's no cantrips and then there's only
Well, your highest spell level is 4, right?
2.
No, total. Like the highest spell level a paladin can cast.
Oh, is
4,
5, I
right?
think.
I think it goes up to 4.
That would make paladin a half caster.
I don't know.
I always forget because
Oh no,
It's-
it is
it's half
4.
2/3.
5 is 5th edition.
So 4 is a half caster, 6 is a 2/3 caster.
oh, okay, that's the distinction. I
Just-
always thought it was 1/3, 2/3.
Pretend like I
No,
can't
I don't
cast.
think there's any. There's no such thing as a 1/3 caster. At least not to my knowledge.
We're making it up though, as like
I'm trying.
relation to. I'm gonna cast
Well,
again.
alright.
Be an 8, please. It's a 4. Okay, so plus 9. Okay, better. I'm gonna take I have a potion.
If you need the potion.
So cure light wounds. Yeah, I'm gonna drink that. 1 potion, cure light wounds. Is that a D8 plus 3, Zach? Yeah, you can roll that.
There are 1/3 casters.
7.
What are they?
Total?
Is it a ranger?
Yeah,
No,
they go to the 4th too.
arcane trickster, eldritch knight,
Ah.
that kind of thing.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I wasn't.
wait, what?
I wasn't thinking prestige
How
classes.
does that work?
Oh, I'm on D&D. Never mind, that's not Pathfinder.
Oh, okay. See,
Is it like how? Sorry, I just thought of. Is it like how for some reason the base attack bonus doesn't stack to get iterative attacks when you take a prestige class? Your spells don't count as much.
Whatever. I can do other stuff that a cleric couldn't do, so this is important. Alright,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
ready. Zach, I'm done healing.
cool.
Roll
I have
first.
one thing that I'd like to do, but I can't find the rules about it.
Okay, then you can't do it.
Ah, darn.
What are you
No.
trying to do?
I want to try to apply one of these poisons to a blade.
Oh.
Okay.
Or maybe instead of a blade, let's go with a weapon. A bow. Arrow. That's
An
what I'm not
arrow.
going to put it on the
An
bow.
arrow.
I would like to lather my bow with poison.
The whole bow.
If anybody comes up to me, I'll just dip it in their teeth.
I hear spider venom is very good for a wood lacquer.
So good.
But you better watch out for splinters.
Might work. I think you should try it.
I'm gonna start building up a resistance to poison. I want to be Wesley from Princess Bride.
Yeah, there you go.
How many times do I have to poison myself before I'm resistant to it?
Tiny doses, though. Tiny doses. I'm microdosing drow poison.
We already had one person on drugs. We don't need another.
This isn't drugs. It's science.
No, it's poison, so it's infinitely worse.
Oh no. I did not prepare to lay poison today, so just
You don't need to. I've got a dagger. I'm all over the place. I've got a potion.
potion for that.
I'm gonna stab myself with my dagger of delay poison.
I'll stab the poison out of myself. That'll take care of it.
Janus is concerned for Elyswen's medical knowledge.
I'd be concerned about her mental health.
Bloodletting was a thing, though, right? Like,
That's true.
It doesn't mean it works.
I need a plague doctor mask.
I would like to check out this bullseye lantern, by the way, while
I have a
doing
bullseye
this.
lantern. If we don't need that one.
A bullseye lantern is just a lantern that has an aperture in it, so you can point it like a flashlight.
Okay, cool. So like
It's also called a hooded lantern.
Edgar Allan Poe crap. Okay. And then the ever burning torch. Is it burning right now?
No,
Is
the batteries ran out.
It's ever burning.
Wow.
You just tap it against
It's
your
a flashlight.
You just. Oh, okay. It's
No,
on now.
That's how it
no,
works. That's totally how it works.
Could it be one of those,
It's
like-
a clap off.
Oh yeah. there we go.
I don't have any D-cell magic stones around right now.
I
Or
think
could
just
it be
shove
one of those,
those
like-
thunderstones in there. That's what they're there for.
Mhm.
I love it.
We've got the crystals. I mean, sore spot, but
But seriously, Zach, is this ever burning torch on? Like, does it have like a little hood or something that I just take off and like it's lit, or?
It's a good question.
we could start.
Well,
so
I'm
many
studying
fires.
it right now. Like, I take it out and I'm trying to figure it out. So you tell me what I see.
I would say it's a kind of ornately, well, not ornate, but a finely crafted, basically, torch where it looks more like a lot of torches are just like a stick of wood. It's meant to be disposable. But this really looks like a lot more time and effort was put into making it look nice, and it looks very stereotypically elven. Graceful lines and sinuous vines carved up the handle. The head of it is hooded with basically a sack.
I'll take off the hood.
A bright, like reddish pink fire is burning at the top of this torch.
I pick up a leaf nearby and put it in it to see if it burns the leaf.
Nope.
I touch it with my hands.
Nope.
Guys, look at this. I like lick it.
What are you? Oh my goodness.
This is a really cool magical item.
Wait, you can just, and I'll just kind of hold my hand out over it.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
You feel like as you're holding your hand in it, you feel like you feel something. You're not sure if it's like your brain thinking there should be some kind of sensation here, or if there actually is a sensation, because it's pretty subtle. But it basically, you can feel like as if like very light fabric or air currents were like brushing against your fingers. Basically, if there was some kind of substance to the fire itself is what you're feeling, but very, very, very subtly, to the point where you're not sure if it's your imagination or not.
This is so cool. I know of a certain druid half-orc that would be jealous of this.
If you found him a shinier rock, he would probably materialize at your
True,
side.
Yeah.
Rock out summon Grot.
Oh,
The material components are a shiny rock.
that's amazing. Yes.
Okay, I found the rules for poisoning stuff.
Yep.
Do you have the poison use class feature?
I don't think so. I don't have it written down.
Cool.
So I think there's a 5% chance that I
Poison
screw
yourself,
this up.
yes.
Cool.
But good lucky for you, accidentally exposing yourself to the poison does not use up the dose.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So you'll have more opportunities to
Yeah.
poison yourself.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go. Maybe this
You're
is a
good.
bad idea. I mean, I guess I can't just hang on to this arrow until I use it. It sounds like it doesn't just wear off eventually.
It doesn't say that it does.
Go with that.
Yeah, I looked at the poison rules extensively, and there's no expiration unless like the poison specifically says it.
That makes
Okay.
I
sense.
don't think any poison says it has an
I have-
expiration.
I have no idea what any of these do, so I'm gonna try this black adder venom out.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Someone out?
Maybe we
else?
should all look at that and decide if that's, what does it do? Does anyone want to try to think about
Don't
it?
really know.
Let me think.
I
If
could
I've
try to-
ever studied this,
yeah,
I'm gonna roll
I could
for
do
it.
like a knowledge nature if I want to see what this does.
I got a 9.
Can I do knowledge
give
nature
me-
too, since it comes from a black adder?
Sure.
Oh, that's not good. Elyswen doesn't know what this stuff does, but she's gonna put it on anyway.
Katarina's not even gonna roll.
27.
Okay.
Whoa.
I mean, Janus, yeah, you know a black adder is a snake, and you know it's a venomous snake, but we'll say that the I don't know that you would really have any
Like what the effects do.
experience with knowing what poisons do. You would know that the poison blackadder venom would physically weaken whoever was afflicted with it, basically.
I wouldn't use that. At least test it out on us.
Wait, what they're test it out on you?
Alright, you were wondering what it does, and there's nobody else out here in the forest.
I wasn't going to test it on anyone. These aren't playthings, Janus. They're lethal poisons.
Which we can try on a tree, maybe, if a tree attacks us again.
I wasn't going to try them. I was going to use them as a weapon. I want to be very clear. I'm not experimenting here. These are to kill something that I want to kill.
Yeah, like a tree,
That is
right?
purely their
that
purpose.
attacks us.
Yeah, so there's another evil tree. I'll shoot it.
Great.
but I'm not going to play with these things.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not going to poison anyone for an experiment. But I will try to put this on an arrow, and I'll just keep that arrow kind of tucked away. Could I fit an arrow inside my efficient quivers? Or my efficient bracers?
Yes,
Sweet. Okay.
That
you
is
could
so
probably
cool.
fit all of your arrows into your bracers
You know, that does
and
actually
have
bring up...
space to spare.
I could totally be Hawkeye.
Well, imagine this, right? You have bow in left hand, and you're literally like pulling the arrows
Yeah.
out of your bracers.
Well,
so you just
as you
flick of
notch
your
it,
wrist.
And then you're pulling it back as it comes out, right? So it's like notch.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
whoop.
This is actually the perfect tool for a poisoner.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud. Yeah. So I'll do the. I said black adder venom, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that on an arrow,
Okay.
and hopefully, not get it all over myself. 73.
Oh, I already rolled for you. You're
Oh,
fine.
okay. Okay, cool.
How long do oils usually last? Does anyone know? Like Ox is kind of asking, but I'm also I just don't know.
Let me double check. I don't think it's very long.
Okay, then I won't worry about applying anything to anything. We should head up this mountain, yeah? Straight up?
Probably.
Good idea. Should a couple of us maybe go up first? To lock pythons in and secure the way for everyone else.
How long is that fly spell, Katarina?
I think it's 8 minutes.
Okay.
Good
What
check.
if we fly up there?
It
In
would
8
put
minutes?
us. It would also put us at a significant disadvantage.
I mean, it would also use like
How
a
many people
lot
does
of
it
my
hit? Yeah.
energy. It hits one person.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a single, it's one person can do it.
Well,
And so I'd have to cast it 4 times.
Well, we have a potion fly.
we don't
Still,
know
that's-
how long that would last, though.
3 spells. And if I did that,
How many spells a day can you cast again?
it depends. I can cast a decent number of spells, but I don't know. It's weird. I can only cast certain spells within certain categories.
Yeah.
And so casting flight takes away from my ability to cast things like fireball or the kind of life draining touch spell that I have.
All right, we can just go by foot.
I have
and
6
then...
total casts of those 3 spells a day.
Okay.
Plus, I think we can get up on our own.
If we get to a super tricky spot, we can.
How high
fly.
is this mountain, Zach? Roughly? Do you think? Are we talking we could hike like Badger Mountain, or is this freaking
Rainier.
Okay,
so a real hike.
How long?
Yeah,
how
no,
long does
it's
it
a
take?
real mountain.
I mean, we bought climbing supplies with hammers and
We've
picks
got it.
and
Yeah,
rope and pythons and stuff for a reason. So
that's fine. Yeah.
And who here is the best at climbing mountains?
Janus.
probably the person wearing those gloves.
Janus.
Yep.
If we get to a really tricky spot, though, something I was thinking is we could, I could cast fly on myself, fly up a little bit, secure a rope for you guys to climb up and kind of leapfrog that up a couple of times.
I should really put ranks in this.
I do have a couple of things prepared that I can use as well. So it's not all on you, Katarina.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly mine are for catching people who fall. But
That would be useful.
hopefully not. But on the chance that they are.
At least useful to have.
That's true.
We start
Let's open up here real quick.
waking up.
Spider climb lasts for a while. So I can get spider climb for an hour.
Maybe when it gets really tricky.
It'll be one of our tricks.
And to answer your question more specifically on the oils, they last as long as they're comparable to potions. The difference between the two is you drink a potion and an oil you put on something.
Okay.
So it just depends on the spell effect that the oil is replicating.
I think we're ready to go.
Okay. You begin the climb of Mount Vigil. Is there somewhere in particular you are wanting to search first, or something?
Oh
you're
yeah,
wanting
we should
search
try to
for?
see if there's a river. We should see if there's a river coming off the mountain somewhere.
Katarina or Elyswen, you want to send Abisay to look for a river?
Sure. I mean, we all could probably assist as well. But that's a good idea. We could send Evie to the top.
Well, I mean, you could have
If we
Abisay
wanted to.
fly up and just look around. Because if there's a river, it'll either be probably to the west, to the north, or to the south. Because I don't imagine.
I think
Really,
that's
really narrowed it down there.
Yeah, we're in the south.
It's not east. That's something. Well, yeah, I can send Avisé around.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check, I guess, all of you, for looking for a river.
Okay, there we go.
24.
You got those glasses on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Glasses of +5 river spotting.
Yes.
Janus will actually we got Ebise up there. I'll stay down here.
29.
29.
You guys are rolling really well to find a river.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I rolled well for.
You should save these
Mm-hmm.
rolls for later.
For monsters.
Okay, there we go. Someone's showing restraint. Good.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, there you go.
Spent roll fallacy.
It's the DM bias.
Did Avisé have a perception check?
Oh, Avisé can have a perception check. Let me remember what a raven does.
I think it
They usually fly, they eat food,
Oh, is that what it is?
freak people out.
I thought he was pushing the ground away from him with his own wings.
While saying nevermore, nevermore.
Wow. Okay. So Avisé couldn't see the broadside of a river coming
That's
out of
great.
a mountain. He got a 7.
Oh.
Hey, okay, Avisé's showing restraint. Good job, Avisé.
Yeah, Avisé's not gonna be in the fight though. So
After climbing, gaining some altitude, and essentially being able to look into the valley to the west and the south, you cannot see any rivers.
No rivers in the south?
None.
Well, what do you want to do, Katarina?
I mean, how long would it take to circumnavigate the mountain?
Depends. Are you circumnavigating it at the base or at the top?
How long would it take to circumnavigate it at the base? On estimation.
You'd guess several days.
Ooh.
I'd say we don't do that.
We might as well just start climbing.
I'm going to throw it out again just to put it in everyone's mind that I do think that being out of this area by night is a good idea.
Yeah, let's start climbing.
Hmm.
When we get higher up, we'll have a better viewpoint. We can maybe move around like the mountain a little bit and like see if there's a river on some side.
Janus, how much would it cost to make something that could fly as we're walking?
How do you mean? We have Ebise?
Like an item that could make us have the spell fly on us all the time?
Permanent
All the
fly.
time.
Permanent fly.
Or, like you use your scarf, fly for maybe.
Janus, how much would it cost to make an airplane?
Right,
Right.
brothers.
No,
Permanent fly is going to be very, very expensive.
how expensive?
I can tell you in just a second.
Okay, do it. I need to know.
Since it's a permanent magic effect, it's going to be fairly easy. What level is fly? I think it's 3rd.
3.
Right.
Well, it's 15 gold.
$2. Yeah.
Looks like 2 copper.
Yeah. that'd be great.
There's a guy selling that down the street.
Okay, so use activated
copper.
or continuous.
Yes.
That's a 3rd level spell.
Yes.
Multiplied by the caster level. So for that it'd be 1, 3, 5. Multiplied by 2,000. So 5 or 3 or no.
It's a caster level would
3.
be 6 at least.
6? Okay, so 3 times 6. That is
No, 7. It would be 7,
18.
wouldn't it? Would it? 'Cause
No?
No. Who would it be?
The
5?
caster
Yeah.
level is
You
whoever.
start at 1.
5.
You don't start at. Yeah. Yep.
It'd be 5.
Yep.
So if I made it, 25.
But
Um,
your caster level.
So for me, it'd be 1st, 4th, 6th. So 6 times 3,
18.
18.
18 gold.
18,
So 36,000.
36,000.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That's actually
That's-
not as much as I thought it would be.
That's, yeah.
That's actually on the
You
cheaper
are
end.
That's
able to
doable.
fly just whenever you want.
Okay, for 36,000. 30,
Oh,
30,
that's
30, wow, 30.
One person.
Yeah, but I could carry
As for
you.
I don't know if the spell works that way.
To put that in perspective, I believe I gave Justin 30,000 to build his character.
Sell all of
And
his
we
stuff.
Everything.
spent it
Everything, yeah.
all on
So if you
throwable.
stripped all of his
Aw.
stuff,
to be fair, I can
I
craft
mean,
it.
it's
So
it's
for us, it'd
just
be
a-
18,000.
it's just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he
But it
did.
would also take 18 days of just continuous work.
Oh, right.
So
I forgot about
literally-
that.
2 months and what? 72,000 gold for the 4 of you to be able to fly permanently.
Hey, if we get a
That's
year,
really not that bad.
if we get a year skip
2
thing,
months.
I am so
time.
doing that.
I mean, I again, right now that's not great for our time budget, but in general, speaking broadly, that's not actually that bad.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I could make everybody. So winged boots are basically half that price. 16,000 gold, or cost to make is 8,000.
What do those do?
Up to, without having to maintain concentration, you're affected as by the fly spell. Can fly 3 times per day for up to 5 minutes per flight.
Oh.
So you get some flight.
Katarina, how long can you fly for at a time?
8 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good then. That's really good then. For 8,000?
And you
Yeah.
don't have to concentrate on it.
Fly isn't a concentration spell.
Yeah, fly isn't a concentration.
Well, but it
Yeah.
it doesn't
Don't pay
require
slots. Yeah.
Well,
doesn't require concentration, and you're not using slots. And 15 minutes of flying in a day is
pretty
probably
sweet.
more
And
than
you
you
can break
think
it up.
most people need.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
But you got a business meeting in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Okay,
Things to think about.
so you have
Jordan,
an out.
I just saw that message.
Oh,
All right. Apparently, a group of 13 to 100 ravens is called an unkindness of ravens.
Yes, yeah.
Aww. Instead of a murder.
Well, crows are a murder.
Crows are a murder.
ravens are a little less, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you have hiked your way up this side of the mountain. You have not seen a river. What is your next course of action?
Okay, wait. What does the note say? What does the letter? What was the notes that Danathel's father wrote about? Katarina? Yeah. What did it say specifically about a river? Like, are we looking for a cave opening that's at the mouth of a
I
river?
found myself back down in the valley next to the river that I had followed to detect Moore's resting place.
Ah. So we absolutely need to find that river.
We
Right.
followed it to the resting place.
There
Yeah.
any birds around?
But that's assuming that this is the same mountain.
True.
We also know, and also we know from Danny, that, like, he was here in this area, and then after he found Derzegmore, he was going on to find the others that Derzegmore had mentioned,
Yeah. But the
which
best
presumably
way...
were in these other mountains.
Yeah, but
So this could be a different mountain and a different dragon.
yeah, but the way
So
Would
okay, but the way to
Would that-
know if it's the one that he was looking for would be if we find a river, follow it, and then we find something.
right, but if there's no river on this mountain,
Yeah.
then it's not that mountain, but it still could have a dragon.
Okay.
how terribly devastating would it be to find a dragon that we weren't looking for?
Well, I
On
mean,
the dragon?
finding a dragon is a success, even if it's not this specific dragon.
It is. You're okay
Well,
with
I'm-
not finding the dragon that he found and talked to?
I mean, ideally at some point I would like to find that dragon, but this whole thing hasn't been to find that dragon. I only knew about that dragon after getting this book. I've just been trying to find a dragon.
Got it.
Are all of them amenable to conversation?
No clue.
Yeah.
This is the first record of a conversation with a dragon I've found.
What if
There are stories about dragons, right?
Yeah.
Are they always like beneficent and kind, or are they sometimes willing to eat people for disturbing their sleep?
It is nearly a perfect 50-50 split.
Janus is going to take a look around. Are there any, like, birds around?
Very few.
Did Abize come back?
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to...
No,
I-
Abize is just off with an unkindness of ravens now.
You've been murdered.
Oh.
Then I am going to... I made this and I've never used it. Amulet of Speak with Animals.
Yeah. Nice.
I think you
I'll-
used it like once.
Uh-huh.
Your amulet of Cinderella.
Yes. So I'm going to turn it on and start walking over towards where I see some of the birds.
Hold on, cursed item idea. Amulet of Speak with Animals. You can speak with any animal, but you have to do it in a singing voice.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I had a great one yesterday. Sorry,
Oh,
real quick. A ring or a cloak of invisibility, but it just turns the cloak or the ring invisible, and you can never find it again.
That'd be great.
Oh.
All right. What were you saying, Janus?
Gonna head over to the birds and just... hello there. Excuse me?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello?
it's
Hello?
me. It's
Hello?
me.
Hello?
Is there a river nearby?
River? River? River?
Yes.
No
Water.
river. No river. No water.
Oh.
Where is there
Obviously.
water?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Yes.
Far. Far, 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 far.
Which... I'm
I
just
like
gonna
this
start pointing
bird.
around. Which direction?
Cheeseburger.
Far, 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 far north. Far, 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 far west. Far, 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 far south.
Aw, I like this bird.
Farther east.
Oh,
Far.
2 syllables there. Watch out. Farther.
Can I roll to see if he's actually just talking about the ocean? Because that is to the north, south, and west, but east is like
It's a
a long
definite
time.
possibility he's just talking about the ocean.
Is he speaking normal to us, or is he speaking
To you
birds?
guys, it sounds like bird tweeting. So you literally is like, Janus is like, I want to try something. He goes over and kind of just bends down and he's talking to this bird.
That's so cute.
And he's talking normally, but the birds
okay.
is just tweeting.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
So you're hearing one half of a conversation.
Twitter.
Like watching someone be on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janus is tweeting right now.
Mhm.
Oh no! Don't do that.
You do not want to see what happens when he Facebooks, though.
I was on Facebook. She's always studying her book.
She is super damn old.
Actually, I think the one who Facebooks the most is probably Katarina, seeing as she uses disguise self.
Oh, there you go.
Hmm.
Yep.
Where do you go for water?
Here, there, up. Mountain has water sometimes. Sometimes. In pools, in cracks, on rocks, in puddles. Up. Up.
All right, thank you. And I'm gonna walk away.
You're welcome.
Janus, what did it say?
And like all the other birds just start mimicking the call. You're welcome.
Janus, did it tell you if there was a dragon nearby?
I asked if there was any water nearby or anything, but these aren't like birds in the Feywilds or animals from the Feywilds. They're a lot more intelligent.
Oh, did you ask about dragons?
Did you ask about dragons?
I have not. Let me see. Oh, one more question.
You're welcome. Do
Do you know of any dragons nearby?
Dragon.
Yes.
Dragon.
Big flying thing. Lizard. Flying lizard.
Only birds. Big birds, small birds,
Big bird.
Any
brown birds,
really,
black birds.
any really big birds?
Big birds. Keep in mind, you're talking to a really small bird. It's
Oh,
like a,
Yeah.
it's like a finch.
Would a dragon? Can a dragon sleep for a long time?
I will walk over and also cast Speak with Animals.
Hello.
Any,
Hello.
anything that
Hello.
looks kind of like this,
Hello.
and I'll like show my scales and like my eye and like stuff like that.
Oh. Scary.
Do you know of anything around here that also
Scary.
looks scary? What any big scary things around here?
In the valley, in the woods, in the trees.
Like this though? Like this kind of scary or like a different kind of scary?
Scary is scary.
Is there any scary up?
Janus is going to turn around, pat Elyswen, not Elyswen, Katarina on the shoulder, and then walk away.
These guys are the worst at giving
I'm
directions.
just whispering to Elyswen in Elvish. Like, they look crazy, right? But like,
Scary everywhere.
I'm
magic's
not sure
weird.
they haven't lost it.
Magic is so weird.
Must
What do
stay
you mean?
safe. Must stay
let's,
safe. Stay safe. Watch out. Stay safe. Watch out. Scary everywhere.
Auxsonia, if we need to leave, we can slip out now. I see our exit.
I mean, you talk to a bird all the time too.
But he talks back.
It's true, he does. Can Abby say talk to them?
Huh?
Elyswen, can Abby say talk to the birds?
I suppose Avize could.
Let's get the train going.
Oh my gosh! Everybody's
Yeah,
just talking to
Katarina's
the
walking
birds.
back.
Janus will, one last question to the birds.
Apparently there's scary everywhere.
They are tiny.
Scary
you said-
everywhere. Scary everywhere.
You said valley. Where's valley?
Just kind of like hops to the side and just like points down the slope. Valley, in the valley. Scary
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay,
Scary
thank you.
birds, trees that aren't trees, scary in the ground, scary everywhere.
Aw.
Scary in the ground.
This
Foxes.
sounds like a 70s pop song waiting to happen. This is the
Where's
sequel
the
to Thriller.
remix?
Yeah, so no, this isn't a 70s pop song. This is a 70s album We've got scary everywhere. We've got trees that aren't trees, and we've
far north.
Oh my goodness.
And the sequel to the song,
Oh.
far west,
And farther east.
farther east.
Oh,
Ox is gonna pull out some trail rations and throw some crumbs for the bird.
Food. It's just a whole, like, about a dozen birds. Food.
I end the spell.
It changes to tweeting, but it's no less obnoxious. Because you know what they're saying
Yeah.
anyway.
Because I can like almost hear it.
Well, Avize, do you think these are the most intelligent birds that you've ever met?
I imagine Avize is gonna give you that look that
Yeah.
says, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, no, he's just gonna look at me and just say, "No, not as smart as me."
What if
Wow.
the bird said there was a valley?
I think that's right.
What if the river is in the valley, but it's dried up? How old is that book?
How old is that book?
That's a good point. Well, we know that he had a son.
Is it dated?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the last, I'd say the last
Oh,
dated
it's-
entry is probably 7 or 8. It's 8 years old.
Oh, recent.
Oh wow.
Huh. So here's something that's been bothering me about this place, right? Is there's all these trees,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like they're all dying, and it's like there's no water around, right? But like these trees wouldn't have been able to grow here if there wasn't water at one point.
Ox is gonna inspect the trees
Very good
and see
point.
if they're desert trees.
There's no trees around you.
Oh.
We're
But
up the mountain a little
From
ways.
walking through them, I mean, it's a mixture of deciduous and coniferous trees.
Can I test my black
Pines and
adder
oaks.
poison on it?
Are they?
Do you want to?
No.
Would we know if they would have been like if this forest would have been bigger before? Like, can we see that there's a lot of trees that have died or something over the past 8 years, possibly?
I mean, there's always deadfall, right?
Yeah.
But there's not an inordinate amount.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a desert, right? It might just be. It just doesn't rain over here that often.
Well, if it didn't rain very often, there wouldn't be trees in the first place.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it possible that maybe there's a season of dry and a season of wet?
It could be.
I mean, anything's possible.
True.
Look, we're here.
Are these trees like? No, sorry, Noah.
I was just gonna say we're here. Like we're on the valley side of the mountain.
Could
Actually,
be here. As
I mean, we might as well keep going up. But what if instead of like looking for a river, we looked for like a river bed?
That could work.
We just call out for a dragon.
That
Maybe it'll come.
I'm still wary that we might find exactly what we're looking for in that situation.
Oh, we just
I
explain.
say we give it a
ourselves.
shot, and we can decide to pursue it if we find something. But it'll at least give us the chance to know if there is something out here.
The idea of looking for a riverbed is a good one.
Well, how about this? Let's keep climbing. Why didn't you send Avisay out to like look around for a riverbed on this side of the mountain?
I'll just look at Avize. You think you can handle that? And he'll just go, yes. And then, a little bit of cooing from me, and then he takes off.
All right, let's keep climbing then.
Make a perception check for Avize.
Ah, darn! I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Give
Oh,
Avisay the
that
glasses.
was a lot. That was a lot better. Just a bird flying around with just sick ass specs. Good 24. He's good.
Okay. So continue your planning while Avize is searching.
I think the plan is that we just keep climbing while we're waiting to hear back from Avize.
Up it is.
Up we go.
For Avize, vertical distance isn't nothing but a thing. So.
Up we go until we get to the tunnel. Okay.
I do have a question. While we are climbing, would we like to make a plan on the possibility that we find a dragon, but one that is not so amenable to conversation?
Run?
I think running is our best bet.
Do we have, well,
Flying
there's
gear.
lots of ways to run. Do we have any specific... I can make myself invisible, but I feel bad, abandoning the rest of you.
I can turn invisible too, and so can... Wait, Katarina, can you turn invisible?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay, it's half the party.
But I can cast Fly on myself and Ox. We can get the hell out of Dodge.
Very well.
What's dodge?
From the first and half plate.
It's a feat I have.
Oh yeah, you...
Makes me a little bit harder to hit.
What's your other foot called?
Yeah.
Actually...
How many feet do you have?
Were you a millipede this whole time?
Be so great.
Dun dun dun.
You thought she was turning into a dragon. She's actually centipede bloodline sorcerer.
I have dodge too.
This whole time she's been taken over by a centipede doppelganger.
It's actually a swarm of centipedes
Oh.
Yeah.
in a trench coat.
Oh.
Oh, what were those things called from the Aragon book series?
The
Dragons?
Razak?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. So you guys continue making your climb. After, I'd say 30-ish minutes, Avize will return.
Well, did you find anything?
Path.
On the path? Is it wide, like a river ran through it at one point?
No.
Well, I mean, a path is better
A
than
path
nothing.
is a path. A path is better than just nothing.
How far away is it?
Follow.
Let's follow.
Alright. Let's follow.
Not far. So where you guys were climbing in a general up direction, Avize leads you north. Well, I guess if you're looking upslope, to your left, across the slope, and eventually you come to a narrow, winding path.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Oh yeah, let's head up.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a way that kind of shows it goes up.
Yes, it does.
We will go.
Okay, so you start walking up this path, and it winds its way back and forth across the face of the mountain. As the mountainside gets progressively rockier, parts of the path become more difficult to traverse. In some places, you are actually going to be climbing up a wall. Though with the climbing gear that you have, it's not really a challenge. You can basically take 10s and make your way up. Say it takes the better part of the rest of the day. Eventually, you come to a place where the steepness of the path kind of levels out more, and you can see, as you've been going up the path, your view has been partially or fully obstructed of the valley by just general boulders and ridge lines and rock outcroppings. As you get to this upper, almost plateau on this path, you now can look out and see the elevation gain that you have as you are looking down into the valley. And you can see the Citadel Mountains and then the setting sun behind the Citadel Mountains. This place of the path kind of gently curves around another outcropping and opens into a wider area, which is right at the mouth of a cave.
Well, that's promising.
Yeah, let's go in there.
Should we scout it out first?
I mean, we might as well get in the mouth of it and then scout it out.
I mean, I think that sounds like going in.
It's Katarina's, I think, lead. So I'm fine with whatever.
Good point.
Agreed.
I think if something happens to one of us, it'll happen to all of us at this point. We're kind of all up here
Yeah,
in the middle of nowhere.
I think the important thing is we don't get caught alone.
Very well.
Especially if there's a dragon.
Especially if there's a dragon. So let's go in.
Okay. Despite the fact that the sun is pointing directly into the mouth of the cave, you cannot see into the cave.
Ooh. Okay, now I'm a little bit more hesitant. You want to send Abby say first?
Go on, buddy. You scout ahead. You got this.
Wait, where were those benches from earlier?
But for real, right?
If anything goes wrong, scream once.
Yeah, that's right.
I always scream twice. It's okay. Nothing happened.
Janus, you said you could cast invisibility.
I can't cast it. I can only do it for a little over a minute per day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not the spell. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Elyswen,
It's
how
more
long
so
does
for
your-
emergencies type.
How long does your invisibility last, Elyswen?
5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of thinking if you... Gosh, it's dark in there.
I could cast it on you.
That's what I was thinking. If you cast it on me and I fly in,
I have a torch.
that's a great way to really
I
stay
agree.
hidden with the invisibility spell.
Torch.
Yeah, that
You're so good.
Torch.
Here, we could... If you take those glasses, I don't know if that would help you very much,
So-
but...
I will
I
give
am wearing
you.
it right now.
So the mouth of this cave is this formless kind of gray, and if you get closer to it, you can see it's a gray mist. It's not like pitch blackness.
Okay.
Like obscuring mist kind of mist? Or
Yeah,
is
that
it
sounds
like
suspiciously
fog,
like a spell.
or-
Yeah.
We don't know. Okay.
Go ahead and cast invisibility on me. I'm going to cast fly on myself. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
5
Here.
minutes, 1 minute, less than, no, 30 seconds. You just go in there, pop right back out,
It-
and tell us what you see.
I think 5
Okay.
minutes should be plenty. We trust you. Do what you need to do.
I'll dart in and I'll come back out when I can.
Yeah, no, let's do it.
See if you can see us from in there.
Will do.
Oh, I could cast message on you while you go in.
That is smart.
Lifeline.
Yeah, it only lasts for the first 150 feet, but it's something.
I'm marking down a use of fly.
Okay.
I am being invisified.
All right.
I am flying in.
Okay. You You fly to the edge of the mist, and I imagine there's a brief pause.
Yeah.
You plunge into the mist. Instantly, it feels bitterly cold. The climb up the mountainside was very arduous. It's a hot summer day, even at this altitude, so you'd built up quite a bit of sweat. You can feel the sweat on your face beginning to freeze. And I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay. I do have cold resist 10, by the way.
Okay,
Naturally.
that'll be good. So it is
Do I still
very
need to
cold.
make the fortitude
Nope.
save? Okay.
You'll be fine.
Just,
Fortitude save was to avoid non-lethal damage.
okay, cool. Just let you know, it is incredibly cold in here. I'm taking that as a good sign.
You fly maybe 30 feet into the mouth of the cave before you collide with something.
Oh no!
Can you see
That's
us?
less of a good sign.
Can you see us, by the way? Or is there a
Oh, I
wall
would
of
have turned around to see if I could see it. No, I
It is
can't.
formless gray everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably not wanting to whisper right now either. I just collided with something?
You did.
Can I see what I collided with, or no?
You cannot.
Oh, like it's totally misty in here.
It's whatever it was flat and hard.
Like a wall?
Can you,
UFO.
Similar
can you,
to a wall.
Can you see?
I'll like
Kat-
reach out and feel and see if it feels like stone.
There is a wall in front of you, but all you can see is mist. Whatever it is hard, incredibly smooth, and seamless.
How like I'm gonna start feeling around
I'm
like a
gonna
little bit.
I'm gonna blow on the mist, Gimli style. See if it moves.
Maybe we might
Yeah, it
not
moves a
want you
little
too
bit, but it
close.
doesn't. It moves a little bit,
Wow.
but it doesn't really affect the mist very
Give
much.
me 1 sec. I will be right back. Sorry about this.
We might not want to get too close, Ox.
I'm just seeing if it like will move.
Good idea. So if there's an alarm set,
Well, Katarina would have already triggered it.
but we could trigger it twice.
Hope she's doing okay.
Haven't heard from her in a few seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
She
No,
flies in
no,
there.
it's fine. So she did fly in, but we have our message up.
Yep. So we've got another 150 feet total, and it doesn't have to be like in a straight line through paths, or it's in a straight line. It's not through paths, so it's as the crow flies.
Janus will pull out and look at the new party contract.
Oh, let me sign that.
Oh, yes, here you go.
Great, thanks. I can just amend what I want into it, right? Like how I want to be if I'm killed, buried, and preserved. And
Yes.
Wait, dude,
great.
did you decide not to be revived?
Oh no, I'm definitely all for revival, and I do not want to be buried or burned. I want to be preserved properly. You can use my items until I return, but if you do destroy or lose any items, I would expect you to pay for them and get me new ones. No one is allowed to use my sword unless it is a life or death situation.
I
add all
have
that
you
to the
down
contract.
for I have you down for revival, but we can definitely add all that in.
I'll write it down and I'll sign.
He'll pull out an addendum page.
I love it.
All right,
I love it. Also, someone should notify my father if we're going to Capre before showing my body, and as well as showing this contract to him, and then revealing what has happened.
All right. That'll be addendum number 29.
Got quite the score.
Yes, and as for my mother and that whole secret shared, should Elyswen and I both perish for whatever reason, I would like the request of my father to not know about Elyswen until I am revived.
Addendum 29B.
Yeah. No, you were gone and we've been making a
What happened?
contract.
We're making deals.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Janus pulled out the contract to see what your
Oh, death witches.
if you
were-
wanted revived or not.
Mhm.
And now
Oh.
Aux is just adding addendums to it.
Yep.
Did you find whether or not Revive was on my contract?
I believe it was. I
It
think
was.
Elyswen was the only one who said not do not resuscitate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
there
I will
is
point out it is also very, very dark for you, Katarina. Light
I
doesn't
do-
penetrate this mist very well.
I do have dim light vision, if that makes any difference at all.
It makes some difference, but if you were to go further in, if you can go further in, it will quickly become pitch black.
Okay. I'm gonna keep I'll whisper like into the message that like I seem to have found like a wall of some sort.
What do you want us to do?
Is it impassable?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Well, do you want to figure it out in there, or do you want to figure it out here, or do you want to?
Well, I can't really figure out if the wall in here is impassable out there, so I'm gonna keep. I still have some time left.
All right.
I'm gonna start feeling around the wall.
Okay. You will follow the wall all the way to the edge of the cave, where it becomes natural rock.
And the other side as well.
Yep.
Ceiling,
Yep.
floor.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick my head in the mist.
It is bitterly cold. I need you to make a fortitude
Oh,
save.
frick!
Told you not to do it.
Nat 20.
You're
No,
fine.
never mind. You're good.
And I bring the torch in to see if I can see anything in front of my face. With the torch.
Okay. The mist directly around the torch dissipates.
Okay, you might
Like
want to be-
1 inch around it, or like.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Might want to be careful with that.
And then I come back out. Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
wait. I'll let Katarina do this. Never mind. My bad.
I can't see this wall, correct?
No.
Okay. I am going.
So when you get to the edge of the to the natural
Mhm.
wall, the mist is very thick. But if you put your face very close to the wall, you can see it, and you can see the wall for a short distance, and you can put your hand and it stops on something that is invisible.
Can I roll knowledge arcana to see if I know about the spell Wall of Force
Sure.
and if this would fit that? 20.
Let's see. What's the highest spell level you have access to?
4.
Okay. I would say yes. You've heard of Wall of Force.
Does this seem like it fits that description?
It seems like it might.
Hmm.
I think this is some sort of magical barrier. Hold on, give me a sec. I should have done this way earlier. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
You're gonna get
Oh yeah.
so blind.
Oh.
No.
I need
hold on.
you to make another fortitude save.
We made the decision we were gonna have that up constantly for the rest of forever.
No, because
No,
you have to cast it every 8
oh,
minutes.
right, every
Yeah.
Fortitude save?
Right.
Okay.
Should have done that right
Wouldn't it
away.
be great? He turns it on, and instead of anything else, it just
24.
that's crying.
Okay. You avoid being blinded for several rounds as there is an intense magical aura entirely surrounding you.
Okay. I will cut that off as quickly as I can.
Okay. It was briefly like looking directly into the sun.
Yeah. Don't cast Detect Magic in here. It's a bad idea, by the way. I do think there's like a magical, like invisible barrier, though. Here, something like a Wall of Force.
Is there a door in it?
Not that I can tell.
Do you want us to come in, or
I'm not sure it's the best idea. The mist is very cold.
Can you dispel magic on something that you cannot see?
I don't know how to dispel magic.
suck
I
at
can.
this.
Um,
Janus can try.
Might
It's very cold though.
it might anger whatever is on the other side of that. Just throwing it out there. Just I know I'm not usually the cautious one.
I'm going to spend a use of my claws, and I'm gonna full on. Oh wait, no, that would end. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. That would end my invisibility.
Can you see if there's any cracks at all in like the mist where it goes around it or into it?
It goes like up to the wall. It's like perfectly.
Can you push your eye
I
to
would
the
say your
wall and
fly-
see through? Like, is it?
I would say your fly and invisibility are near their end.
Okay, I will leave the cave.
Okay.
Okay, question. Did you push your face up against the wall? Like, could you see through where there was no mist on the other side?
I think there was still mist, but I could see like the cave wall,
Uh-huh.
like continuing past like the barrier that I was up against.
Ah. Were there any
So-
holes or
It was perfectly smooth, seamless.
perfect?
How large was it?
Jack? Perfectly seamless.
Yeah,
Like smooth to the point of feeling slippery.
Oh no, I meant like where the seamless like wall meeting force.
Yeah, there
Over
are no cracks or seams or anything. It is a singular plane.
Janus,
Of-
did you? I'm sorry.
I mean, it seemed a lot like a spell I've heard of called Wall of Force, which is just like a.
How long does that stay up? Like, is that something recently cast?
I don't know.
That sounds suspicious.
Janus, you said you might be able to dispel it?
Yeah.
Can
Let's see if I can-
sound reach through it?
You might want to be careful. The cold is really intense.
Super intense.
Okay.
I have a bit of a resistance to it because of she holds up like her skilled hand.
From what I've seen of the mist, can I tell if it might be magical?
It's definitely magical. Don't cast detect magic in there; it will hurt.
First, I'm going to try and cast a spell magic on the black mist.
No.
It's gray mist.
Gray mist.
Okay.
That would be sweet. That'd be really sweet.
Okay. You. Sure, we'll do it this way. You see, about a 30-foot depth of mist in the mouth of the tunnel disappears, and you can see a flat wall of mist 30 feet into the tunnel.
Ooh.
Well, that's something.
We don't know how much mist is there. Don't waste all your spells
Yeah, just go straight.
on that. We should see if you can dispel the barrier.
Mm-hmm. How deep into the tunnel are you?
I came out. I'm standing
Okay.
invisible in front of you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
how deep is
the
the tunnel?
invisibility and fly have gone up. You can only see 30 feet in. And then it
How
turns
far
into
into the tunnel would I estimate that I went?
30
It
feet in.
was 30
Oh.
feet, and it blocked you from furthering.
So you are
Okay.
now looking 30 feet into the cave, and there is a flat wall.
Oh, well, that's
Oh, I
probably the
see.
barrier.
That's the barrier.
Okay. So yeah, I'll walk up to it. All right. Shouldn't be too difficult. Crack my knuckles. Oof.
I walk up to it with Janus. I would like to.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably
we'll
all
go
come,
with
huh?
you. Yeah.
For right now.
I will try dispel magic.
Okay? Nothing happens.
I would like to try to
What level did you cast that at?
push my hand through the thing.
Third.
Your hand stops and meets a flat, smooth, seamless wall.
Maybe try casting it at 4th. If you have the spell slots to spare.
I'm gonna try digging under it just a little, see if there's like
It's hard. It's solid stone.
So dispel magic doesn't automatically dispel something. I have to make a dispel check, 1d20 plus caster level,
Yep.
against the caster level of the thing.
Yep, it doesn't matter.
It's
Wall of force.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
Is there anything else around here? Like, can we see in and any markings, anything like that?
Nope.
Hey, can we use a
Really quickly, just on a complete whim, Katarina like looks at this invisible like wall of mist, and in Draconic, just says "open."
Nothing happens.
Oh,
Okay, I just had to try. I had to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, say friend. And enter.
Is there anything in that notebook that could maybe provide the clue?
I'll skim back through the notebook.
Yeah, there was nothing in the notebook about anything like this.
I'm guessing if there was anything, it was in the pages that got ripped out.
I can probably summon a creature on the other side of that wall and just tell it to go as deep as it can.
Can you see over there? Could you try to... Can you dispel magic through invisible stuff? Like, could you cast dispel magic on the mist behind the wall?
I could. It's just one targeted spell, so long as I can see it.
Maybe try that and see if we can see beyond.
Alright, I'll cast dispel magic on that.
Nothing happened.
Okay, we can't go through.
Alex, you want to try like attacking this thing?
I mean, I was thinking about maybe attacking the ground.
Don't attack the ground. Like, see if you can like hit the wall. See what happens.
Sure, I'll punch the wall.
Not. Oh, I meant with like that.
I can use it, but I don't want to use it as a spiritual weapon. It would use.
I mean, don't you have like a nice? Don't you have a sword?
Yeah, it's my spiritual, celestial spirit that I enable every day that makes it special. It's
Okay.
It's sentimental more than actually.
Gotcha.
It's a normal sword. I want it enchanted.
Actually, here, let me see. I need to check something real quick.
Or I've got just a crappy dagger I could try just in case it breaks the dagger. I just don't want to break my sword.
Oh, yeah. Hold on one sec.
That's what I'm most worried about. I break my sword again.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. I mean, well, this is worth a shot. I will expend a use of my claws and, like, rake at the wall, the invisible, like, wall, and see what happens.
Can you only use those a few times
Make
a
your
day?
attack.
What was that?
Can you only use that a few times a day?
Yeah, it's very limited.
Really?
It is ass. It's my main offense,
Lame.
and there is no way to increase the amount of uses per day, even in non-core.
Don't use it. Why not just have us try it on a dagger first, see what happens to the dagger. Then we can work our way up if stuff happens. So I will take out a cheap little dagger and just kink and see what happens.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Okay.
Well, you hit it. Make your damage roll.
I think it's like a D4 plus my strength, so it'll be.
You hit it. It's an object that can't move.
Yeah, I'm just
So it
calculating
has a 0 dexterity.
my damage is 7.
7. Okay. You hit with the sound of like metal on stone. The dagger glances off of it.
I look at the dagger. Does it look damaged or anything?
I'll say the tip looks blunted.
Katarina, you've got a masterwork, or not Katarina. Elyswen, you have a masterwork silver dagger. You could try. If we're gonna try things that aren't as valuable. Katarina? Or Elyswen? Jordan? We lost Jordan.
Okay, here, actually, I'm gonna try this. And Katarina will cast Shocking Grasp and deliver it to the wall.
Okay. Roll your damage.
That is horrible. 13.
Okay. Your hand is wreathed in electrical energy. You place it palm against this wall, and you can see the energy discharge off and kind of scatter in all directions across the surface of this wall. But it doesn't look like it did anything.
Okay, so
Really, you said you knew what spell this was. Do you have any idea of how to? Would doing damage to it possibly break it?
I don't know. Did my knowledge check tell me anything like that?
Yes, it has a limit, but it is very difficult to damage.
I will relay that.
Elyswen, you want to use the Masterwork Silver Dagger on it and see if
I don't think-
think.
I'm not sure that would even get through. I think it probably
Well-
needs.
magical something.
I doubt I get sneak attack on a wall. So
Pretty sure it's immune to sneak attacks.
Flat-footed.
yeah.
Precision damage.
You can't really do precision damage against something that has no weak points.
No.
Not a lot of. Maybe there's another way around?
I don't know. I mean, I have Drizzle's weapon. Zach, what was that thing that he had?
It was a plus one? A +1 adamantine Gasarme?
I'm gonna try to hit it
Yeah.
on the ground and try to like crack the ground underneath it to see if there's a way to like.
Is that adamantine?
Yeah.
Try hitting the wall.
Okay. Well, I hit the.
Adamantine is really good at getting through, like, hard surfaces.
Yeah, I was gonna hit the ground and see if maybe there was gonna be a way under it.
Well, yeah, but it's easier if you can just get rid of the wall. Might as well try, right?
Yeah, I'll do both. Boom, boom.
Okay. So roll damage on the wall. You don't have those.
Whatever it is, you can tell me what to
Okay.
roll, or you can roll it.
Let me see.
I thought magic people were supposed to be really easy to hit. And like take no damage to bring them down.
Katarina, is this a pretty high level spell?
Do I know?
Well, you can't cast it, so
I can't cast it.
So yes? Or
I don't know.
But yes for me.
I mean, we've seen a wall of fire before.
I mean, I can't cast that either, but
I
that
know,
doesn't
I'm
mean
just-
that that's necessarily a super high level spell.
I think I'm just.
I just
more-
don't know it. I only know, like, not very many spells.
That's part of the problem.
I could probably count them on my hands.
I'm just thinking.
Not
I
counting,
mean-
like,
Could I make a knowledge arcana check to know if like Wall of Force is a super high level spell?
sure. Just roll a 2d4 plus your strength
Okay.
+1.
And if you're using both hands, does it 1.5 times strength?
Well, it's a two-handed weapon, so
8 total.
It's still 1.5 times strength, right?
yeah.
it should be 1.5 if you're two-handing it, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you
Yeah.
put both hands on it, it's 1.5.
So what was it?
So 8. But that's with just my normal strength added.
What's your normal strength?
4 plus 4.
So
So
10
it should be
total.
10 total.
Okay. It doesn't do anything.
Does it do anything to the ground? Because I'm now hitting the ground. Right where it meets the seam to see if there's a way to like. I'm trying to like feel underneath if there's gonna be. If it's like impenetrable to go under, you know?
Yeah, so you hit the ground and it will cut into the stone.
Okay. Does the wall of force now fill that void?
You see actually as there's a shimmer across, right, like epicenter from where you hit the ground, and then it dissipates.
I'm gonna just feel with my finger to see if there's like an edge there.
Nope, there it goes all the way down into the bottom of what you cut.
This thing's magically very powerful. I think we should be
When
very
it
cautious.
shimmers, you see faint white glow come from several points along the cave wall on the inside of the cave.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Like going into the cave.
Would
Yeah, like on the other side of the wall, on the sides of the wall, you see several points of a soft white glow kind of dimly penetrate through the mist, and then they wink out.
Does that mean
So-
that that thing has like a really long range? So if we cut deep down, it would still extend because it's really long?
would a 30 knowledge arcana tell me anything about that?
Is that what you rolled?
Yeah.
Sure, Elyswen. It's definitely appears to be a wall of force. You've worked with Bjorn on something similar, although you've never seen a wall of force adapt to a change in the environment before. Typically, when it's cast, it's a static wall, and you can get around it, and it won't move to fill a space if new space is created.
Okay. What about those the dots?
No idea.
Well, this is beyond my knowledge. And I helped Bjorn with something like this a while back. They usually don't adapt to anything. They're quite stubborn. So
Maybe, okay, so if this is like the dragon's home, right? Maybe we should just try knocking and like being like, hello, is anyone home?
Yeah, try that.
A bit more
Andrew
polite than
Connick.
just breaking in.
Do it.
not
I
a bad
will
idea.
I will knock on the wall of force, and then in Draconic, like with an elevated like voice, just kind of like shout in, hello? Anybody home?
I'm gonna step back 30 feet.
Janus.
Yeah, okay.
Samwell flashbacks.
I know.
I'll back up too.
If our front line is backing up, the rest of us are backing up.
Yeah. Katarina's got this. She looks like a dragon.
It could be the wrong dragon. And it.
Oh. Hey, Katarina, I know this is like a weird time to ask, but you have black scales. What does a black dragon do?
What do you mean?
Well, like, are they different based on their color?
Generally, from what I know, yeah.
Well, so then what does a black dragon do?
Well, there's a black dragon, but that's not like the only kind of dragon with like black scales.
Oh, well then, is there a difference of what they do or like, or where they like to live? Like if they prefer hot or cold?
There's very little on like habitat preference. Information on dragons is really scattered.
Do their scales have anything to do with anything? Like, is it
Yes,
significant?
no, that definitely is significant.
So what's black significant?
Well, like I said, mine aren't black
What are
per
yours?
se. From what I can tell, they're iron,
What's iron then?
cold. I mean, you've seen my frost breath. No. That's why I said that the cold in here was actually a good sign.
Does anybody else? Wow.
What?
Has it never occurred to you that maybe maybe, in this crazy world, or whatever, this cold one that hates Fae, that, what is it? Cold Iron and Fae don't get along. And
That's right.
you're Iron? Cold Iron? Maybe you're associated with this cold one? Do you really think this is a good idea right now that we're knocking on this door?
Well,
That's
I
a
mean,
good
like, there's a
point.
difference between cold iron and then, like, iron that is cold. Like, cold iron is a very specific, like, metal alloy.
That does sound like quite a semantic difference.
I can attest, cold iron is. It's not your run of the mill iron. It's treated differently. It's rather special and mostly hard to obtain.
Janus, for example, if you touched cold iron, would that hurt you?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm human, but
I think
maybe it'll
you
do something to my
guys-
magic?
I think you guys tested with
know.
Batonia's dagger.
We did test with Batonia's dagger.
It had no effect on.
On him? Okay.
Okay, it had no effect. So I think it's only against someone who's like born Fey.
So what's happened with this knock and me hollering in?
Okay, so you knock, and there is no response. Then you hear a heavy footstep and another heavy footstep. And you can see a very dim silhouette of some kind of bipedal creature standing about 12 feet tall in the mist. It's too dim to be able to make out exactly what it is.
Hello, in Draconic again.
And you hear another footstep and another footstep as it moves back into the mist.
Katarina, introduce yourself.
My name's Katarina. Gosh.
Tell him why you're here.
I'm looking for a dragon.
But why?
I think I am somewhat related to.
You know his name, right?
Yeah.
Your name,
Sorry.
his
Do you?
name?
Gosh, I don't have it fucking pulled up. Give me a sec. I
Devron.
have this in a single like,
Devron.
text chat with Zach.
No, that's the elf.
Devron, the elf, did the...
That's the scholar.
Okay.
Hey, Devron. Wait, no.
There's X more.
Oh, the... Okay, right. You looked up.
I'm looking for Derzak Moore.
Tell him
There's no
why.
response.
Tell him why.
I have questions.
Questions that need answering.
I'll
There's no
try a
response.
different language. I'll
We
try
mean
like common.
no harm?
Do you not know Draconic? Do you need like a different language?
Jeez.
I just want to talk.
She's floundering.
No response.
Breathe fire or something. Sorry.
I think
She
she was
breathes
that kind of
fire.
dragon.
I don't think she breathes fire anyway.
What is an iron dragon?
No,
do?
seriously, please come back. I just want to talk, please.
Katarina, what languages do you know?
I know Common, Gnome, Sylvan, Elven, and Draconic.
Can I borrow one of your scales to look at?
No, they're attached to my skin.
Do they ever fall off?
No.
Ever?
I've messed around with it a little bit in the past, and no.
Really?
Let's revisit this at a later time.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe this isn't a dragon. I don't think
I saw
dragons
like
are
a large
bipedal.
bipedal creature, but I couldn't get like a
Oh
large.
my
good
gosh.
Look at it.
Wait,
What
did
if
you
this
say
is
large
the
bipedal?
freaking cold one?
I saw a large bipedal creature.
Like 2 legs. Or
Two
could it have had
legs.
4? As I guess maybe a better question.
I don't think so.
Then maybe that's not what we're looking for.
I'll try every language I know. So common, gnome, sylvan, elven, and draconic.
All right,
Calling
make a
to the
diplomacy
thing.
check.
With aid,
This is the thing I can
we're
do.
helping.
This is the thing I can do.
You got this. You got this.
Nat 20!
Let's go!
Let's go!
There it is.
Well
there it is. You're
done.
about to meet your dragon ancestor. Or, you know, we're all gonna get eaten. but-
Something's gonna happen. Well done.
That is clutch for the roll 20 dice did it right this time.
Yeah, for real. It's all those bad rolls until.
Unless we're way in over our heads and should leave.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But that'll still help us.
Okay. You'll hear footsteps again. You do not see the figure.
Sorry.
But all of you, in your minds, will hear a voice. You cannot enter. You are not ready. The way is shut.
Hmm.
To who are we speaking? What language is it in?
Common.
Okay.
Why am I
Okay.
not ready?
No response.
To who are we speaking?
No response.
How do we become ready?
Can I hear Katarina? Like, is this a connected call? Like,
Is this a conference?
Yeah, no, well, so Katarina's speaking out loud.
Yeah, 100%.
oh, okay.
In response to your question, Katarina, play the game.
That doesn't bode well.
You mean tell us this game?
No response.
What was that, Katarina?
How do you play the game? How do we play the game?
Katarina, what are you talking about? What is it saying to you?
Is this in
No,
all
no,
our
it's
heads?
talking to all of you.
Yeah.
I know, but I can't hear the. Oh, is it responding to? Oh, at the same time.
Yes, you are all hearing it simultaneous.
Oh, freak! I am going up there and I am pulling
Yeah.
out my sword and I am attacking this wall.
Okay, make your
Auxsonia?
attack roll.
Might be a bad time to
No,
bring its ire.
we're trying this.
Just your sword.
24.
No, attack damage. You can
Oh.
hit it. It's a wall.
Yes. I'm going.
How do we play the game?
Just your sword, no modifiers.
Well, I'm using the celestial spirit activating thing, and then.
No response to your question, Katarina.
What is our next move?
Do you know where we can find Derzak more?
No response. You hear footsteps as it walks away.
What are the crystal teeth?
No response. What's your damage, Jess?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Hold on. Um. 6, 10, 13.
13 damage?
Yeah, it's non-lethal.
Okay. It non-lethal?
I can make it merciful. I'm making it merciful.
You're dealing non-lethal damage to a wall.
Yes.
Okay, your sword skates off the wall harmlessly.
Maybe it's best we go. Regroup outside.
Yeah, he's not going to answer any more questions.
I think we've spent our welcome.
It's getting dark. We should probably stay at least somewhat inside the cave for shelter.
Probably.
Can you hold on? I'm gonna pull out the
I
journal with the.
really don't like that idea.
Play the game. What does that even mean?
There's only one time we've heard the game mentioned before.
I know it's.
I'm looking at the riddle,
Yeah, we need to pull the riddle out.
guys. So, remember when we were talking about interpretations of this before, and we came to the line about living spears, and I said maybe it was trees.
I think it's the trees out there.
I think it might specifically be the trees right out there.
I guess they would be. We did fight 2 living spears.
And this mountain does kind of stand away from the other mountains.
And we might have jumped
It's
into the
called
middle of
Mount.
the path.
It's called Mount Vigil. Sentinels keep vigil.
Point.
It's not insane to think that we might have jumped the gun, and this is actually something. Whatever this is on about.
Is it possible that? Well, it sounds like what you're saying is maybe if we walk back a ways, we'll find what we're looking for.
Well, not what I was looking for. Not like a dragon.
Well, not as a group. What Celis wants us to find.
Right, but like, so that means the other 2 lines we would have to complete before this, right?
Yes. If it's saying we're not ready, we probably have to do the other parts first.
And then maybe the way will open.
Or maybe we'll get something that's like a key or something to this wall.
Yeah. So,
Big question. Where to start?
the wandering of a wild dog once past the stony keep, not welcome amid the welcoming walls, slowly away it creeps.
What does Arxleporum mean again?
It's in the notes in the journal.
Yeah.
Citadel of Wolves. So, wandering of the wild dog winds past a stony keep. And do we go back to Arxleporum?
I mean, we're just there.
And where else would it be?
Armars.
Why would it be Armnaris, though?
Celis is Armars. I'd really like to just. I have opinions.
Well, I have an arrow with a lot of poison on it, but I don't think that's going to get us any closer to actually killing Celis, unfortunately. So, back to Arxleporum? Or is it maybe somewhere else?
Like, what could it be in Arxleporum? Like,
Would it be unreasonable to say that we could look at the map of Arxleporum real quick, Zach?
Yeah, I can pull you over there.
Probably not the Dog's Breath Tavern.
or the Wolf's Den Inn, for that matter.
Would be pretty funny to hide some key to the secrets of Savaria, or not Savaria, Illyria, inside
A random ass tavern in the city, yeah.
What?
So, Stony Keep is the wording that jumps out to me as like the important part of that line.
Yeah.
You want me to go back to the world map?
Well, there is the Citadel Mountains to the north.
That's where we are.
Yes. Well, we're between the Citadel Mountains and Mount Vigil.
Well, you guys are on Mount Vigil right now.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You can, looking out away from the cave, look down into the valley, and then there's the Citadel Mountains right there.
Zach, real quick, could I use my elf eyes to scan to see if there's like a path, like some sort of like notable pass, just kind of like directly south of us?
Make a perception check. Like
What
in
do
the
your elf eyes see?
in the opposing mountain range in the Citadel Mountains.
Yeah, my elf eyes did not see very freaking much.
Oh, here, look through these glasses.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Caring is caring, guys. 22 then.
22. You do not see a discernible path.
Okay.
You do, however, see a small, looks like a square impression on the outcropping in front of the cave.
When you say square, how square?
Like it's about 1 foot by 1 foot in the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like point to
Can
that.
refresh?
There's something right there. I don't know what it is, but
Let's go over and look at that.
It looks like basically looks like a block of stone was put in a 1 foot by 1 foot square hole.
that's
I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna what?
Push it.
Push it down?
Like if
Wait,
it's a
what?
button,
Like,
right?
oh, is it on the ground?
It's on the ground.
well. Okay, so is the stone still in there, or is it just a hole right now?
No, there it is. Nope. There's basically imagine like you're looking at solid stone, smooth stone floor, and there is one like block of stone in the floor. 1 foot by 1 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should we try like
wedge it?
stepping on that?
We might.
Yeah.
I'll step on it.
Okay.
Anything happen?
You feel it depress slightly.
Lift your foot up. See what happens.
I'll lift my foot up.
I'll head mine.
It slightly comes back up.
Here, someone step on it with me. Like, let's get more weight on here.
Ox.
Sure. I get on there. with
Okay.
my-
It goes down, but not any more than it already had.
Okay.
What is this contraption?
Someone go check the wall.
Janus,
Okay.
could you maybe summon something a bit larger than us?
I throw the cheap
Oh, but it's
dagger at the wall while we're standing on the thing. See if it
It
hits the wall.
It clangs off of the wall.
Zach, could I use like a disable device check to check this thing out?
With your minute
You can
goggles.
you can inspect it more closely. Yes.
Yeah. Would that be the right thing to roll?
Sure. You can use that.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah. you
Jeez,
can
I'm
use that.
rolling like garbage tonight. 22.
Okay. So you kind of get down on your hands and knees. Are you using the goggles of minute seeing?
Yes.
Okay. You put on Danithel's goggles.
Soon.
Oh.
And you begin inspecting this stone. You wipe dirt off of it, and you can faintly make out a carving directly in the center. It appears to look like a horn.
There's some sort of horn carved into the center here.
Horn as in a signal musical instrument horn,
Oh,
not
like a
horn part of an animal horn.
like a trumpet or something.
Yes.
Okay. There's
Wow, they have a doorknob or a doorbell.
Lord. I wonder.
Or is this like a
Hmm.
clue to like stand on this and play a certain like horn or something?
That could be it. There's a lot of
Here.
things it could
Let
be.
me try something real quick. So standing on it, like depressing it a little bit, right?
Mhm.
I will then cast.
Do detect magic on it. See if it's a magical thing first.
Okay, I'll look at it with detect magic. Sure.
Double check some. Okay. You do not detect any magic.
Okay. Then I will do what I was planning on doing. I'm gonna cast Ghost Sound centered on me and make like the brr of like a horn.
Okay.
I think it requires a specific horn.
It probably does, but it's worth a shot. You know what I mean?
We'll give it an effort.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If we can say the trip to somewhere else, like we might as well.
How many? You have nine caster levels or 8?
8.
Okay, this is a really weird way of measuring this, but the volume you can create is 4 normal humans per caster level.
How loud is a
Decibels.
normal human
Hertz.
exactly? Should we all just
How
go
loud
out
is a
and
normal
test
human?
it?
A maximum of 40 humans.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that that's the equivalent of one like horn blast of volume. Are you playing like fanfare? Like
No,
what?
I'm doing like calling horn of like. I mean, like traditionally, like a Viking horn. You know,
Like
what
a
I mean?
war
Like,
horn.
A war horn, yeah.
Okay. This you I'm gonna imagine you make the mimic sound of it as
Yeah.
part of the spell just for my own mental image.
Mhm.
But as you're standing on this stone, you hear the horn blast, and you hear it kind of echo. And as it like moments pass, and you hear a reverberation off of the mountains, and then you hear a grinding noise.
I'm running.
This
No,
could
no,
be a
no,
good
no,
thing.
no,
It
no,
might
no,
be
no.
bad.
See
I
what
just-
it is.
Running where?
I am running away from the invisible wall because I just remembered part of this riddle that you're possibly triggering.
Oh crap! Looking to the battlement, the
Gates
challenge rings
Usher
clear and
forms
loud.
crystal knives.
Yeah,
Oh crap! Yep. Are you gonna share that with the class?
I am
Bring
running.
it to the battlement
I'm,
of challenge.
I am grabbing Janus's arm.
Stop. Okay. You hear a grinding noise. Looking out across the valley, you see a flash of light. A pinprick of white light. And then another, and then another. And they march in very, very, very rapidly. Go down from the Citadel Mountains, down into the valley. You can see it wind its way through the valley, and then wind its way up the path. And you can hear as it like this grinding, it gets to the top of the path, and you see a pillar of, I'd say about a half a foot wide, hexagonal quartz crystal burst out of the ground by the path, and then another one in like another 20 feet, and then another one at the top of the path where you are, and the grinding stops. And these crystals are faintly glowing. Not enough to give real illumination, but enough for you to be able to see them.
Gates.
I want to check another knife at the wall
Feels
back
like
there.
a bad thing.
I mean, these are crystal knives.
Should I fire an arrow?
No, like
Back
check
behind
to
us?
see if the wall is still up. Hold up. Okay, guarded by living spirits, one sentinel stands around. Looking at the battlements, a challenge rings clear and loud. That's literally what I just
just
did
did.
accidentally.
The answer follows close behind. They just
behind.
answered.
Gates have their
Each
force
special force
compromised. The
personalized.
game's begun. The war is on,
and only
and
one
only one
survives.
survives.
I'm gonna look at these crystals and say, "Kill Celis," just to see what happens.
Nothing happens.
Katarina, tell them to kill Celis.
Is the invisible wall still up?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Order
I mean,
them.
did we see like where did these crystals like start?
Yeah, you can see them.
Where they came from.
Like, did they come from like the Citadel Mountains?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Katarina,
should
order
we
them.
follow them?
Make an order of something.
Maybe-
Order it to do something. Maybe you're the one.
Speak.
Nothing.
Tell him to move.
Illuminate.
Oh, that's
Nothing.
smart. Okay.
Could we maybe
Dance.
look at him?
Hey.
Slash
No.
dance.
Nothing.
Hey, Janus, will you summon a creature to attack one of those and see what happens?
No.
Can I maybe look at them just close up?
Aurochs, I summon you. Use
There's
trample.
more things we can do than just immediately attack shit.
I think that's
There are
not
many
the
things
best
that
idea right now.
toolbox.
Detect magic, maybe?
Could I use could I walk up to this thing and just use another disable device check to see if there's anything about these that's
I will
You know.
also detect magic.
Yeah, I mean the crystal's faintly magical. Really seems like it's mostly a little bit of a extremely faint conjuration. Obviously, it popped up out of the ground, and then a small amount of magical energy that makes it glow.
Mm-hmm.
From a disabled device perspective, what are you trying to disable? I mean, it's not a.
I'm not.
it's not
I
a
guess
device, it's
I
just
want to
a
try
piece
to
of crystal.
Yeah, I want to try to figure out if there's anything I can see in here. Not necessarily, disabling it, but just poke around, see if there is a device at all.
Nope,
Or if it
doesn't
just-
look like there's any device.
Okay. So we've got our Interpol is close behind. Gates usher forth crystal knives. Gates.
The gates might be a metaphor
That's true. I guess it could be
because
left
it was
behind
talking
as
about
well.
battlements, right? And
Mhm.
I mean, I think we might need to follow these to where they started.
They came from a few places. So
Like,
didn't
did they
they?
come
Didn't,
from a few places, or did
it sounded like they
come
came from around, right?
Nope, singular.
Oh, single place?
There's
Singular
the
path.
trail of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, how...
Okay, I've only seen
let's-
crystals before, like the
Could
ones
we-
that Janus has.
These look
Samuel,
different than
and-
the.
Could we touch one of them?
Do
See
they-
what happens?
Do they look different, Zach, than the crystals that we would find in the USB bank? Or are they
Yeah,
similarly
they don't.
cut? Okay.
They don't look the same. I mean, crystalline shape is a crystalline shape, so it's geometric by nature. So they share similarities there. But this is just kind of cloudy, faintly luminescent, pillar of crystal. Whereas your crystals that you got, when they are drained, they are perfectly clear, like glass.
How many are there?
3.
How many? What
right?
Crystals.
3 big ones. Right?
total?
Yeah.
It's a huge long trail
It's
of
a-
crystals.
It is.
Citadel Mountain
It
to
is
us.
many
Oh.
miles long. It goes the entire width of the valley from
Oh.
your location down the mountain, across the valley, up the mountains on the other side.
I
That's what I
fundamentally
understood.
misunderstood what was
I
happening
totally
here.
did.
Okay.
I
So
saw
looking
all
out-
of them. 3.
I imagine just a bunch of big crystals sitting at the top of this thing right now, and they just
No.
came to us.
So
This
looking
makes
out,
much more sense.
looking out across the valley, when you heard the trumpet or the horn blast reverberate, there was a flash of light across the valley in the Citadel Mountains, and then you could see pinpricks of light rapidly moving down the mountainside through the valley, and then up, and eventually you see them terminate where you guys are right now.
Got it.
Okay.
So
I
I
take
think
that
When I heard, yeah,
moving.
they're traveling up and down the valley, I was like, oh, they're moving themselves, but it's
No.
It's
an
like a
illuminated
chain
trail.
reaction of multiple
Yes.
ones, and they all come up. So they're
Yes.
how high out of the ground are they? How thick are
Like-
they?
3 feet, a foot, a half a foot in diameter, 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Jeez, okay.
Okay.
Katarina, I think you're correct then.
Yeah, I think we should follow these. I mean, according to the riddle, right? The game's begun.
The war is on.
So now we
There
gotta play
might
the
be-
game. Like that thing said. This is the starting. That. I get my interpretation now is that the whole first 5 stanzas of this are how to begin the game, whatever that is.
Mhm.
The game has now begun. We gotta play the game, and I think that means following these.
You're right.
We have to remember that this is Silas who wants us to play the game, or
Celis.
Silas.
Yeah, but that thing also told us to play the game, and we can't assume that Celis is like connected to everyone. Maybe like the game is like something, and Celis wants us to play it. Maybe Celis is also like trying to play it, right? Maybe there's like multiple groups
That's what's
trying
worries
to
me.
accomplish this.
If
game.
the goal of this game is to take down that wall of force, I don't
Sometime,
think
whatever.
we want to do that if Celis is the one wanting it.
I don't know if we have any other.
I don't know
better
if we have another
options.
choice. And if we can beat Celis to it, that might give us an edge up on him.
What's the thing beyond the wall seemed to be at least aware of the situation.
Although we made it this far, we can't just not follow these.
Just pretty cool.
Yeah, we should follow it for sure.
I
Need to
think
be
first we
careful.
should probably rest tonight, though, because it is getting dark.
It's a good idea.
How? Okay, here's a thought. We could fly using up your spells and go at full speed.
That's miles, though.
It's only a scant few minutes.
Yeah,
Yes, but how
so
far
the
can you go in
distance-
around?
the distance is about a day's travel,
I mean,
if not more.
okay, but I'm just thinking, like, if we use fly, right, to go as fast as we can, as far as we can, and then that uses up your spell slots for today, then we are that much closer tonight.
Right, and then we're sleeping in the middle of the forest, surrounded by those trees again.
Better than being up here with creepy invisible wall
He's
boy.
stuck behind a wall.
He seemed very to be a very, very
I don't know if
willing
he's
player
stuck.
in all of this.
It feels like we're the ones that are being
I mean,
protected.
if he wanted to like come out and kill us, he would have come out and killed us. You know what I mean? Like, he seems perfectly content back there.
Honestly, he seemed like a perfectly
It's fine,
content
he's
general.
just chilling in his bachelor pad.
Literally chilling.
Yeah.
Dang it. Got me.
I hate how little of this we just know or don't know.
Like, we don't have to sleep in the cave or
Have an
anything.
option.
Like, there's a decent flat area right here.
Okay.
We can just like, it's that or like climb all the way back down the mountain and then have the same like tremors and tree monsters that we've been having to deal with.
Are we gonna? Is someone gonna try to touch one of these things though and see what happens?
Sure, I will.
Yeah,
I'll
might
walk
as well.
over and touch it with a
Nothing
scaled hand. Nope.
Great. Well, I'm
Alright.
gonna try an experiment. I'm gonna take out my one blue crystal, and I'm going to touch it to the other crystal. Doesn't
Does
transfer.
nothing.
Okay.
I think for tonight we're safe.
I think for tonight we're safe to sleep here. We'll keep watch. I mean, like,
Yep. Who wants first watch? I'll take first watch unless you want it.
yeah, you can take it. I'll take second.
I'll take third.
Take first watch.
Like fourth.
Oh yeah, I take the glasses. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what I was expecting for this session, but it was not this.
Oh yeah, for
Yep.
real.
Yeah.
Literally,
neither
accidentally solving like the entire riddle.
Yeah. It's crazy.
we have neither been eaten nor like had any questions answered, so big
Mhm.
question mark here too.
At least now we can stop wondering about the riddle.
For real. Zach, approximately an hour
Mhm.
after the crystal knives showed up, I'm gonna go ahead and just start talking quietly to the air. Assuming that Celis is scrying on us.
Okay. Okay.
Celis, you freaking coward. Just... Ugh. Just fight us like a normal person. One-on-one. Get this over with. Don't need your riddles. Don't need your... whatever this is. And she's just gonna babble on and on about how stupid this is.
Okay. Is this a coping mechanism to deal with like?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit.
Uh,
But also solidify that she just, yeah, doesn't
Some fear coping. Got it.
As long as it doesn't become a TPKing mechanism, I'm fine.
You're coping. She's just super pissed and thinks that Celis should fight one-on-one. Not have us be drawn into this game.
Okay. Your watch passes uneventfully.
Well, I wake up Katarina and go to sleep.
do I need to make a perception check?
Yep.
28.
Oh, nice. Watch passes uneventfully.
I will get up Janus.
Right. My turn?
Yeah, here's the glasses.
Let's see. 15 for my watch.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
We're still passing the glasses off?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So that's where all the rolls have been hiding. 38.
Well then. The rest of your watch, or all of your watch, passes without incident.
We all wake up the next day.
Yes.
Still not at full. Oh wait, no. I might be at full now.
These crystals are still here?
Yep.
I'm at full. Let's go.
I mean, it's a good. I'm just gotta say, it's a good thing it didn't need like a specific horn, isn't it?
It's a good thing you sound enough like a horn.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
Well, I mean, I'm complimenting your spell work.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Good thinking.
Well, I mean, it was like a picture of a horn, so I don't think it was that.
Well, you know.
Clever.
Got us
Appreciating
through.
you where you are.
Onward.
We declare a marching order, maybe?
Ox goes first.
So as not to
Katarina
get
wants to go first.
ganked.
Katarina does not need to go first.
I will go first.
Katarina is the slowest, though, so maybe she should, just to set the pace.
I'm 20 speed.
That is a
too,
good move.
So
That's a pro
You
hiking
have the
move.
boots of speed.
yeah, those are boosts of haste. I have to activate them.
Oh,
So no.
okay. So yeah, you do set the marching order as well, so yeah. I can take the back.
Sweet. Janus and Elyswen in the middle.
Yeah.
Also, I should take second because I also can kind of frontline tank.
It might be nice to have you in the back, though, because I have a feeling this path is very obvious to anything and anyone looking to,
My thing
break
is
out.
in the like if I'm in the back, if we get attacked from the front, Ox can take the blow, and if we get attacked from the back, I can take the blow.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
So Ox is in the lead, and then Janus.
Probably would it make sense to have
Elyswen?
Elyswen up there, since she's can kind of do like some of the.
Probably
Seeing.
Ox, Elyswen, Janus, Katarina.
Sounds good.
You begin to make your way down the mountainside.
Just cursing in Elvyn the whole time.
It is the 7th.
I'm really starting to regret the fact that I learned this language.
Oh, you can understand me.
Auxsonia.
Let me teach you some words they taught me in the military.
Yeah. You're about to learn all the 4-letter words.
No. In Elvyn, they're like 20-letter words.
They're probably more
There's a lot. They're
eloquent.
long. They're all just like super, like thick insults. Like they don't make sense.
yeah.
Like, oh, your hair is so short. Like your grandmothers must be so embarrassed. So, like it makes no sense,
yeah.
like to anybody. But to you,
It's that
It wouldn't
whole
blow away on the
expression,
wind.
but it's like one word.
yeah.
I'm gonna come up with some good Elven swears now.
How dare you?
Leaf cruncher, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. That's right.
All right.
Leave.
I
You
did.
begin your travels down the mountain, following the path which has these crystal pillars every 30 to 50 feet. They're kind of closely packed on the mountainside, but as you get farther down the mountainside, the path becomes smoother and less steep. It doesn't switch back as much. The distances become longer.
Music's really nice.
Okay. You make it to the foothills of Mount Vigil. It's about midday. And before you lies the sickly forest that lies in the valley.
Mm-hmm.
You see, as you can watch the path of crystals, or see the path of crystals go into the woods. I'm assuming you're continuing to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. All right. How late or how long are you intending on following this?
Should we just try to get the whole thing done today? Assuming it's going
Mhm.
somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going through the night?
Oh wait, those vibrations though. Like, what if those things like sense movement?
The thing that was making the vibrations, or these?
The things that were making the vibrations, like the thing, something said like
Do you want to fly now?
in the earth and in like trees that aren't trees, like all that stuff. The birds. They said things in the earth, like in the ground, like scary in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And if those are in the ground, they probably navigate by feeling things like on the ground, right? So if we aren't moving, they probably can't feel us.
That's a possibility.
I read this crazy book series once about like this desert world.
Oh man.
Dude.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Oh, do
Aragon
tell.
again.
Definitely Dune. I got that. Yeah.
But we breathe that we're moving. So how much brew? Well, hang on. How far, Katarina, can you? Wait, what if? Okay. Are you using any spells today other than we're just traveling and then we go to sleep? Because you
I
could,
mean, if we get attacked, I need to be able to use spells.
obviously, but if we did fly on all of us, if we can quadruple our speed in one direction without having to navigate the ground.
For 8 minutes,
Yes.
which would give us.
How many
And so right
rounds?
now we're moving at 20, right?
Yeah.
So 3 times as there's normal fly, 4 times that is 12 times the movement speed we're currently doing. So that would be equivalent to 12 times 8 minutes of normal travel, which would be 96. So a little over an hour and a half cut out of the travel time if we did that.
But probably not enough.
But that's probably not enough to
If
get
we
all the way out
went
of the park.
quadruple speed, right? Because that would be, let's see, 80 feet and around, right? If we're
If you guys are so 80 feet and around is you guys at a dead sprint.
yeah,
If you are intending
Flying.
to sprint through the valley,
flying is flying different than
Oh
sprinting.
no,
No.
you can sprint while flying,
yes.
and
No,
you
but
can
she's
get up
saying-
to 240.
She was saying 80 feet is 4 times movement speed on the ground. I was clarifying that that is a sprint.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could almost go a mile a minute,
What?
right? If our top speed is 80 feet per.
80. So
Oh,
a mile
not
a
per
minute
minute,
is
a
60
minute.
miles an hour.
Hold on. I was thinking per second. That was not. That was
Everybody
incorrect.
close their mouths.
That was incorrect. That was incorrect.
Hit a bug, you'll choke to death.
Times.
There's something else we could look at.
We could go 800 feet in a minute.
If you're flying.
If we're flying, or 48,000 feet in 1 hour.
But we only have 8 minutes.
Oh, right.
We could get
Times
an
8.
hour and a half's worth of travel if we sprint flew for 8 minutes. That's not enough to get us all the way
It's
out of
really
here, though.
not that far. Yeah. I mean, it's something, but it's not like urgent.
We should not move during nighttime, I don't think.
There's what if we look at the poem again? I know we've said it like 1,000 times that we can't get too hung up on it, but it seems like right now we've found a literal interpretation.
Yeah. Did we find the wrong way? Like, are we on the wrong side or are we on the right side?
I mean,
It looks like we're going the right way.
Because
But
you had to stand on that and blow the whistle or the horn.
I mean, we're tracing the crystals stopped where we were, right? We're following back to the origin point, like the gates they were ushered forth from.
Yeah, I guess.
We're no longer in the riddle. We're out after the riddle. We're at the game. Because it's at the end of the riddle that the game begins.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. There might be a wolf, a wild dog somewhere in this.
Totally.
That could have been Arcs of the Forum. That could have been like the
Could
starting
have
place.
been.
What it might have been is maybe you were supposed to start at Arcs of the Forum, like the wild dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wend your way past the Stony Creek. Wend your way like through the Sentinel Mountains,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
To the Lone Sentinel that stands proud guarded by living spears. That's Vigil Mountain, like Mount Vigil,
Mm-hmm.
right? Get all the way up there, usher the challenge forth from the battlements, which is what we did. Find the crystal knives, which we did, and then the game's begun. And then we have to follow the crystals back to where they came from.
Okay, so these.
So we
Things
just kind of
potentially in
took
the
a
ground
roundabout path, but we kind of got there.
So would that mean that the whatever might be in your estimation, that whatever's in the ground is coincidental?
Coincidental, possibly, or maybe like another. Like if the trees weren't the living spears, maybe these are.
Okay, and
I think that whatever we did has affected the world somehow, though. We need to be really careful of what is everywhere. I agree with Katarina that we should just not move tonight after sundown.
maybe trying to puzzle out whatever it is isn't worth the time.
Maybe sleep
I don't
up in the
think so.
trees. Should we sleep in a tree tonight?
Oh gosh.
I'd be down
Sounds
for it.
difficult. I've
I'd-
tried it before. It doesn't go as well as you would think.
Well, we have time to pick a good tree.
Well, there is one, but
Does it
we
look
can
like there's
try.
any trees around here that are sleepable?
Yeah, you could.
Will you
You'd
detect-
probably have to go. You'd have to go further down to find them.
Mhm.
As long as everyone has, I guess we have enough.
Are
rope
we,
to tie
or are
ourselves
we
in.
still up on the mountain, Zach? Then.
You're like in the foothills.
Oh, okay. So we could stay up here
Oh.
and not go down in the valley at all, and then travel the valley in the day. You want to
Not
do
a
that?
bad idea.
Just do that.
That's not a bad
I
idea.
think that's a good idea.
Let's do that. Yes.
All right. So we'll stay in the
Well-
foothills. We will not go near the trees, and we will camp early.
Hmm.
You should detect magic on any trees that you see Katarina nearby, though.
Are there any trees near us?
Yeah, there's some.
I will detect magic.
They are not magical.
Yay.
Cool. Right and clear.
Paranoia sim.
So,
Mhm.
well,
Not
we could
not
attack
unjustifiably. Don't get me wrong. We're right to be paranoid, but
Guarded by living spears. I wonder if all the trees come alive at night.
Well, I mean, trees are all living, technically.
But you know,
So-
like they move, right? Like those ones, the Enstead, the elementals.
if that happens, then I guess this all was a trap and probably just going to die.
Yeah.
But we can hope.
Yeah. Let's just rest for the night.
All right. Zachary, rest for the night.
Okay.
We're seeing.
Oh, and this time with the vibrations, like if you feel a vibration and it goes away, don't bother waking everyone else up. If you feel the vibration and it stays, also if you feel the vibration, probably don't move.
Yeah, don't move.
Mhm.
Just.
And then if you feel the
freeze.
vibration and it stays and it like keeps getting louder and keeps getting louder, then maybe
Yeah.
like try to like
See if it's
minimally moving, try to like wake us up.
Yeah.
Oxy going first as usual.
What? Yeah. Yep.
All right, I'll go second.
Third.
Oops.
I'll follow up the rear.
Okay.
Real quick, Janus, what was that thing that you did? Did you find out what that information that you got forever ago on the cold one? Did it say anything about that being exactly a certain place?
All I know about the cold one is that he's in the mountains to the east of the Silver Pine Forest.
Okay.
And I think that was proven by the not so friendly faces we encountered.
Yeah, we know that the cold one is not here.
Yeah, this is something else entirely.
I'm just wondering because it's got cold stuff, you know, so it's like.
Yeah, more than one thing is cold.
Yeah.
Well,
I have cold stuff. I'm not the cold one.
Katarina.
Or are you?
Dun dun dun.
Plot
this
twist.
whole time. We've been-
Katarina.
Yeah.
You did say it only had 2 legs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just a traditionalist, but I've always, had the image in my head of a dragon having 4 legs.
Oh, I don't
Is
think that was a dragon.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't behind on
No,
anything.
I don't think that was a dragon.
Do you think it was
Well.
trapped there, or it was trying to just keep
I
people
mean,
out?
It didn't have the
Because it wasn't like
What's the
asking, like,
word?
let me out.
yeah, it didn't seem to be acting like it was trapped.
If it was trapped, it was exceptionally calm.
Seemed perfectly comfortable where it was.
Yeah.
Or it's been there for so long that it's just grown accustomed to these surroundings.
Zach, did its
Possible.
voice sound familiar at all? Like Celis?
Not at all.
All right.
It sounded crackly, cold, and inhuman. I did a poor job at it, but that's what it sounds like.
That's okay.
It's Dr. Celis and Mr. Cold Ones.
I will pass the rations around.
Hmm.
I guess we could be hunting, couldn't we?
We probably should.
Do you really want to eat something
But
around
not
here?
rabbits. are gonna
We
be
might
fine.
run out of food, though.
It's fine. Let's use
We
up
don't
the
know how
trail
long we're going to
rations.
be out here.
Yeah,
As far
but
as I can tell, the animals here are normal.
Yeah.
we might as
we
well just
might as
use
well
up
afford
the
the-
trail rations, though.
We might have.
Well, once we use up the trail rations, we don't have the trail rations.
We should try to supplement while we can. Elyswen, do you want to go see if you can find a couple rabbits?
Be happy to.
Not while it's dark, like still when there's light out, of course.
Yeah, this is something we could probably talk about during the day.
I will hand you the glasses and say these should help you find tracks.
Oh, perfect. That's
And
I'm
because it'll
quite
also give you a
excited at that.
+5 on survival to find tracks.
Really? These
Yes.
glasses are incredibly useful.
Yes.
Okay. So that brings my survival up to a 6.
There you go.
Can I go ahead and roll for that, Zach?
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for specifically?
Food.
Rabbit.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Okay. Food in a general sense or animals, prey?
I'll take anything, but animals wouldn't be bad.
Okay. I'd say you find some kind of some like scraggly onions and a grouse.
Nice.
Sweet. It's just like Grandma used to make. Yeah, I'll throw those on the fire.
We will supplement.
Okay.
Oh, hand the glasses back. Quite useful.
Definitely.
Not exactly my style, but
Okay.
Way to cook this up.
Yeah, go ahead and make your craft check for that.
29.
Nice.
Oof, caramelized onions with some grouse.
Finally, I roll well.
This is a 4-star meal, if not 5. It's pushing 5.
Oh,
Nice.
Maybe if Janus had some extra seasonings and like a
Mhm.
nice side dish, it would have taken it to a 5-star. But it's a solid 4.
hey, 4 in the woods is like a 6 anywhere else. Or yeah. However that works out.
I mean, so 4 adjusted for environment, it's like an 8 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he killed it.
Okay. So you begin your watch. Ox, can you make a perception check for me?
yeah. She's calmed down a little bit, but she's saying prayers to Ainta the whole time.
Okay.
Basically, slightly regretting not being a cleric anymore because she could cast commune and then I could know some answers in this campaign. Because you'd have to say yes or no truthfully. Using the glasses, I got a 23. Nope,
Okay.
that is incorrect. I got a 27. No, 26. 26.
Is that your final answer?
Let me double check. Math is hard.
It's
18
+5.
+5. 23.
20. Oh my gosh.
Guys, I had to do mine plus that. It was not easy. Thank you.
Hey.
Oh,
You just-
hang on.
Yeah, it's like a 47. Right?
It's Pathfinder.
I don't know
Go
what
to
it
the
is.
next one.
So 23 total.
23 total on perception.
I apologize.
That's going to turn into a running joke.
20.
That's gonna be the next. What was it? How many?
26. No, 23.
Yeah, how many
How many
How
feet
long
can an owl
does-
fly?
yeah, how long does it take for an owl to fly 1,000,000 miles or something?
Yeah.
A million
A
feet.
million feet, I think is what it
Yeah.
was.
Million
Or
feet.
1.27 million feet.
Yeah, that's what-
7 billion feet. Yeah.
Or there and back and there and back again.
Yep, there and back.
There and back and there and back again.
Alec would have
Okay.
just kept flying and been like, no, I'm done.
Alec would have
Yeah, no,
flown
he just-
there and then kept going.
Yep,
He's just gone. Gonna find someone else.
that's right, exactly.
Found a nice new witch to take care of him, or
Mhm.
wizard. I guess
Totally.
there's no witch wizard delineation. But
Mhm.
Oh man.
Okay, Ox. On your watch, you can see. You're still up in the foothills, so you still have some elevation. You can see in the dark valley, the little pinpricks of light of these crystals marching their way across the valley, and you do hear faintly the sound of rumbling.
I don't move.
Okay. Your watch passes without incident.
I'm going to slightly quietly call to Katarina. Katarina.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll
Toss me the glasses.
slowly lie down and then give her the glasses very carefully.
Toss me the glasses.
I'll hand them to you very carefully. Or you can mage hand grab it if you have mage.
Oh, I'll mage hand grab him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will go back to sleep.
Okay. Katarina, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
24.
Yeah.
These glasses are a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But not Denethel's life.
Oh.
Brutal.
I'm
You killed him again.
I'm sorry. He's just
He's
saving
already
our
dead.
life over and over. We'll remember you, Denethel. Forever.
Every time.
In these
Every time we buy
glasses.
anything again.
Yeah.
So, Katarina, during your watch, you can hear a rumbling sound. At first, faintly, and then it draws closer. Then it stops, and then it starts again and seems to kind of move off a little ways. Then it stops. And then it starts again, and it seems to be getting closer.
Okay, until it's I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, but I'm trying to remain perfectly still and quiet.
Okay. What at first you thought was just one source of rumbling, you actually hear one stop and another keep going. And then it stops and it's silent again. And then the rumbling starts again, and it's getting much closer.
I'm going to very quietly basically tap everyone on the shoulder with a mage hand and try to get everyone awake.
Okay.
I'm casting Mage Armor on myself.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast shield on myself.
Okay.
I'll cast magic weapon on my weapon.
Elyswen, are you doing something?
Looking here. I'll take a minute to think about the benefits of this new armor I got.
It's not worth it to get into it. Well, I guess the
Oh,
shirt's pretty easy to
I
get
wasn't
into.
taking it off.
Were
Not
you
in this
guys?
situation.
You have to take it off to sleep. Otherwise, you
Oh, you
don't
do?
get the benefits. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't
well,
sleep in your armor.
never mind. Armor sucks. I'm back on Team Mage armor.
Hey, you still have the scarf. None of us took it
Yeah,
from
that's
you.
right. You
Oh, that's
would,
true.
That's perfect
Okay,
for
yep.
sleeping, actually. We should
Yeah.
all have that for sleeping. That's brilliant.
Honestly, all you need is the endurance feat.
Mm.
Then you're set.
Oh
True.
yeah, so you don't have this sleep.
I'm also gonna go because I'm spooked. I'm also gonna cast Cat's Grace on myself.
Okay. The rumbling sound
Because you're
stops
spooked?
suddenly, and you can hear and then you see over the top of a hill adjacent to yours,
No freaking way. No.
silhouette of some kind of creature. It's very dark, so you can't see it clearly. But then it drops low and you hear this rumbling noise again. Coming straight for your camp.
I will.
I am up with a ready cast of Scorching Ray.
I will
Okay.
stand as well with a prepared held action to attack it. Something, I guess, if something comes to attack us.
We'll cast Bull Strengths on myself.
With my celestial spirit.
What's your guys' kind of general layout in this camp? Where are you all standing?
Janus is fairly close to the fire, like right next to the fire.
We don't have a fire, or we put it out, right?
We would have put it out.
Okay.
But
Then Janus would be saying like near the center of camp.
would we be like heads touching almost, like close in a circle? Do you think?
I feel like we would have all positioned ourselves pretty close together.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, I think so too. So you're within
Okay.
10 feet.
Okay. The rumbling sound becomes intensely loud. And then there is a sudden burst and spray of earth and dirt as a large creature bursts from the ground and lands directly in front of Elyswen, unfortunately.
Oh,
Mhm.
And wait, where is it?
I mean, it's getting hit with a Scorching Ray, I would like to say.
This is what you see.
Oh, I fucking knew these were bullets. I knew these were bullets. Oh.
Okay.
They're so cute.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
I have that ready.
Hey!
Cast.
Yep. So I'll make a note of that.
These things hit hard.
And my attack too.
Bullets are not a joke.
You have an attack too?
Yeah, if something. I remember I said if I had a held action to attack if something attacks us.
Okay.
Oh, fuck! I knew this was gonna be a bullet.
Yeah. Zach, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
I think I sent a message last week. I think it's the last message I sent to you, and I think it very much still. Yeah. If you could just answer that.
Oh, I did not even see that. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It didn't end up being irrelevant, but it's probably gonna be here soon. If literally anything goes wrong.
Okay. I will give it some thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it some thought.
All right.
It's the 7th, I think I said.
Yeah.
I think so.
Sounds right.
This is not good.
This ass.
Yeah, this would be bad if I was wearing my armor.
You got your mage armor on.
Yeah.
You need to get out
I
of
didn't-
there.
I didn't
and
have
let one of us
high-
get that thing.
I didn't have a high AC to begin with.
So let's say if you got fire, Janus, then like what Elyswen, Katarina, Aux? Like what's your guys' arrangement here?
I would be right next to Katarina, I think.
Would it be
Yeah.
worth putting up a map?
Yeah, but where is
Here, let's just arrange our tokens on the map.
Yeah.
So here, up,
Here.
This is where
Here,
I
let's
would be.
let's start
Katarina
with
would be like right next to
um,
me.
fire. It doesn't need to be that big.
no? Okay, so
Light
fire
can
here.
be the light can be the fire. Oh,
Oh, I was just thinking the word light
the word light is fire.
right there.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'd be right by Katarina,
So
and then I guess
then-
Elyswen would be right there.
Wait,
This
how are we
thing
doing
is-
this?
So this is,
Or
wait, where's Elyswen going?
That's the fire.
yeah, that's fire.
Yes, that's the light. That light. The word light is the fire.
And we
Okay.
just
Oh,
go
you
in a
guys-
circle. We would just
Okay.
literally go around and wake each other up and watch.
Block. Except
Janus error for
should
this.
should Janus and Elvyn be swapped then?
Let me see.
Oh, because of the order of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't
Right.
matter that much,
Yeah.
but if that's what we were going for.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
So Janus and Elyswen move. There you go.
Yep,
Fire's
Perfect.
there.
that makes sense.
Great.
Okay, so
So-
it lands here.
oh, sweet. I approve.
Yeah.
So it is outside of your range, Ox.
Yeah.
I
that's fine.
disagree with that assessment.
So when you say it's out of my range, I'm not going to be able to attack it. What is what you're saying in this surprise round?
Exactly.
Got it. Thank you.
I can still hit it though, right?
Well, yeah, scorching ray.